NFL punter, the brains behind our operation. What up?
I'm just going to put this out there right now. I've got a Hear Brad out today that's going to be spicy.
Oh,
It is going to be polarizing. You're going to love it.
How many times have we heard this and they've dudded?
No,
That's correct.
Is no dud. This is no dud.
The other part of that also is, does it have anything to do with handshakes?
It doesn't. And
Universal handshakes was good.
I'm more than willing to resurface and re-earth
That was not
universal
good.
handshakes.
That was
Universal
not
handshakes is not good. And I know, like,
You have to wait for the 18th date to give a side hug. How is that good?
It was fun. It was interesting.
No, it was too many rules.
What was more interesting, universal menu or universal handshake?
Handshake was more
Handshake
interesting.
was more interesting.
For those who missed it, Brad was trying to Americanize every type of restaurant in the world and make sure Chinese, Mexican, and every other restaurant, Thai, would have chicken fingers, burgers, and grilled cheese
It
on
would
their
help
menu.
your business. There are people that don't go to those restaurants because they don't have certain universal foods. It will expand it to everyone.
All right. It was a failed idea.
Tune in for 315. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
It was a very fun
What a great job we did promoting your segment in 315 by
Dragging
crapping on
the other ones
everything.
through the mud.
Crapped on Kyle's shirt, crapped on Brad's ideas, and sure, you probably want to crap on me because I am dressed like I have new outfits and I've been wearing a belt all day for the first time in like 3 years, and I finally can take this belt off and relax a little bit. Business Ben is gone, content Ben
I
is...
don't vote. You take it
No,
off.
It's already off.
This is not a damn strip club, so put the belt back on. Who comes to work and announces, hey, everybody, hey, I'm about to take my belt off? Well, taking off your belt could lead to some things that we don't want to see, especially with them new skinny jeans you got on over
They
there.
ain't
Yeah, those
skinny
aren't
Oh, them is
jeans.
some
Those are tight.
skinty jeans. I tried on some skinty jeans yesterday, but you know, I'm too
What?
thick.
Skinty jeans?
Is there a T in that?
Yeah, skinty, because he got some skinty jeans. I don't know how you wear it, brother, because I tried to put some of them things on. I said, send them back.
That's why I had to loosen them up and take off the belt.
Nah. You put the belt back on.
Yeah, I feel like those are some of those pants that really try to accentuate the calf. You know, they come in real tight at the bottom. They accentuate the calf.
Nah, I'm not
That's
a
why
fan of that.
Ben still plays in that
Wait,
men's league.
hold on. I got like 18 questions. And I already have
There's a
had
game called 20 Questions.
Cool.
What do you got, Strophy, running the show?
So you don't wear underwear,
Correct.
and now you're not wearing a belt.
But I don't
hold on.
open
And there's a third. He usually doesn't button his top button.
Oh,
the
come on.
top
literally
button is buttoned
only-
for these.
How often do you show plumber's crack?
A lot. I've actually
Have you no shame?
no
No,
shame.
I mean, we
but
don't
I've
need the
realized
answer to that.
that
That's a dumb question.
when I pick up my daughter from the in-home daycare, I'm like bending over. I'm like, oh no, hopefully she's not looking because I definitely am putting my daughter into the car seat and my crack is out.
Oh, gosh.
My dad owned Brust Plumbing. It's in our DNA.
Yeah, but no part of you wants to correct that. I mean, you're a grown man. You're a figurehead
an adult.
of our wonderful show.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. I feel like if you have a problem with what I do, I'd love to hear because I'm just being me.
I will say I'm glad, I applaud the fact that you finally have a new outfit on for the first time in 2 years of this show. But overall, how do you feel about the black and the blue? Navy and blue? I don't think that really goes well together, man.
So
know you're not used to
I
being a
didn't pick this out.
fashionista.
I went to my fiance and we were at a place this morning that was a happy place where I was able to ask about my outfit, and that didn't go so well last week.
Happy place. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Meaning, like, you know, mornings with a kid can be hit or miss of like chaos, and we were in a happy place. That happy place of like
Gotcha.
I was able to ask a question about my outfit without getting absolutely, just like leave me alone. I'm trying to get ready. So I said, all right, so black pants, black shoes, like blue and black doesn't, it's not really a thing, right? No, she goes, no, that looks good. You can pull that off. And so I said, you know what? I'm a rock it with confidence.
It's you and I not so different.
Black pants, blue from Strophy today?
Yeah, and I asked if it worked. Same exact thing this morning.
Well, who created
Wow.
this then? Because I'm for one, I don't mind it. But, anytime I put black and blue on, I'm told I can't wear that.
Maybe it's an outdated thing because Lexi says that navy and black can be pulled off. That I also can pull off.
I thought that was like a rule.
Yeah.
That navy and black you can't do, but apparently Strofe and I are trendy.
So this is a new outfit, right, Ben?
These are pants that I bought at Nordstrom Rack that I tried on without underwear that I kept.
I'm glad you kept them.
Kept these.
You probably got
Three
some
are back in the
germs.
rack somewhere in St. Louis that maybe somebody's tried on, maybe they haven't. These shoes are part of that purchase at Nordstrom Rack, and this was a Christmas gift from my lovely fiance.
Look at you.
Does your fiance either help or does she dictate picking out and buying the outfits? Because I can't imagine you
No, he
went
didn't.
alone
No.
and got these shoes and got these pants.
I do.
Fiance
I
must
picked
have-
out like 10 shoes. We narrowed them down to 6. You know, it's usually a pretty good deal. Had some gift cards. The pants, I had to show her each pants every time I came out of the dressing room and say, thumbs up, thumbs down.
When's the last time you guys bought an outfit that didn't get clearance from fiance or baby girl or girlfriend?
Never, because I
for
don't
me,
buy outfits.
It might be 10 years. 10 years before Lexi actually either gave the final yes or no.
What was yesterday that Brad said that he, like, basically 100% of Lexi's decisions are your decisions?
Yeah.
And so this is like the least surprising thing in the world.
Oh yeah,
Get trained.
he's entirely dependent.
Yeah, you should actively try to get trained by your girl.
You should actively be dependent.
Yeah. It's a much healthier
So
existence. Don't push back.
Wait, what y'all are telling me?
That's the worst advice ever.
Don't push back.
Don't push back. I mean, you'll keep her. Oh,
What do they say? You got to stand for something or you fall for everything.
Yeah,
you're
I'll
falling for everything
with that girl. With that girl, I'll fall for everything.
And so what you guys are telling me is that you don't have a mind of your own to select your own clothes. You
Not
buy
with clothes. I am.
Kyle, your mom buys your
I'm
clothes.
clothes illiterate.
Oh, she buys some of my clothing, okay? Because I'm a very spoiled boy. I am. But I buy my
How
own
old are
clothes.
you?
Oh, listen, I can't.
34 and
she
your
lo-
mom's buying you
She
clothes?
loves to go shopping. So
well,
what is she
you should
supposed
show
to
up to her house and say, Mom, I'm wearing this mint green shirt from 2013. They're making fun of me.
She probably bought it in 2008.
Can you get me the 2025 version of this mint green shirt?
No, I have a lot of different clothes, different things, but I buy my own clothes, and I mean, I show them off, but I'm not like, hey, should I keep this or keep that? A matter of fact, I just had some clothes come yesterday. She liked one thing, didn't like the others. I said, I'm keeping both.
Oh,
Thanks.
wow.
JB in the V chimes in 800-990-3776. He says, I mean, we all know Brad has no backbone.
Wow, that might be a little too far, but the backbone, it just has Lexi's.
What do you mean?
It just has
It's Lexi's spine.
It just has her signature written on it. She just has her fingerprints.
You might as well get her name tattooed all the way up your spinal
Oh,
cord.
I would if I could be so lucky.
No,
I could be so lucky.
I'm surprised you don't have one of them tattoos on the left finger of the initials. You seem like that couple that's like, we're together for life.
If I did get a tattoo, it would look something like that. That's true.
All right, speaking of tattoos, we're going to give some promotion to the Milwaukee Bucks because they're doing a tattoo-themed day, and you got to make sure you check that out. We'll get to that in a second. I want a half sleeve.
No, you don't.
Half sleeve.
Half sleeve of what? A half sleeve shirt?
No, I've been drawing concepts for the last 3-4 years. I've been drawing up concepts.
4 years.
I want
Yeah.
to see these drawings.
Oh, they probably look.
They
like
look horrible.
Yeah, stick figures.
There's no people on my hat. There's not people.
His daughter is less than a year old, and I bet if you were asked, did Ben or Baby Brust draw this? Most people would say Baby Brust.
Am I like? What's wrong with me wanting to get a half sleeve?
Buddy, you're not edgy. enough.
Did you just buddy me?
Buddy, you are.
you're
buddy,
not. You're
pal.
not that guy.
You're not edgy.
What do you mean
enough.
not that
You're not
guy?
that guy.
No, you're not.
You're not.
I
a
am an
tattooed
independent
half-sleeve
man.
guy. No,
No, you're not. It's not for a tattoo.
Listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. All right. I know thyself, and I know you too as well. Kyle Wallace, I'm not a tattoo guy. Like I'm
Well,
not
yeah,
that
you're
guy.
weak and
I'm not
soft
that
and
guy.
flubbery.
Sure. Oh,
So
wait.
are you.
Exactly. Brad's not that guy. He's not a tattoo guy.
I'm not a
And
tattoo guy.
Vic, we're all softies. We're not tattoo guys, man. That's just not us. You're not that guy. So just let it be.
Thanks, JB. Do it, Benny. You would look great with a half sleeve.
no,
Don't
he
let
would-
these squares deter you.
You be as fraudulent as Matt Lafleur when it comes to decision making in a tight situation with a sleeve, a tattoo sleeve.
Benny
You know?
fake tough.
Yeah.
Benny fake tough and Matty Mouse.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
on the polar sides of the spectrum.
Is that what you want to be?
No, I'm being me.
No, bro.
And I've started drawing it up.
Who
I
draws
have,
tattoos?
It
Hold on,
probably
hold on, hold on.
is the
I have a
softest
concept.
drawing ever.
What is the concept?
The concept.
Yeah, tell us about it.
The concept is family oriented.
Okay.
what a
Great.
surprise! A tattoo about family. Oh, that's so
Very-
original.
very
So-
original.
so edgy.
Yo, take it easy.
No, let's hear more about this original idea of your family.
It's rooted in family.
So, I have thought of the idea of like a tree.
Stop.
What does that have to do with
You're
family?
joking.
What does that have to do
You're
with
gonna
family?
tattoo a tree.
Like a really cool design tree.
And it's gonna
Each-
have like family names. And
each
leaves and
each
stuff like that.
leave will have like initial.
Oh wow! Gosh,
Thank
I've never
God
seen that before.
You ran this by us.
Tell me, wait a minute. It took 3 to 4 years to come up with this concept that thousands.
I'm
of
not
millions of
saying
others
that that's
have
what I'm going to do, but that's the 3-4 years that I've been putting towards this
is a
league.
waste of time.
This is the least original tattoo in the history of tattoos.
Totally. A family tree? A family tree.
Just go to Ancestry.com and print it off and get it tattooed.
What are other details about it that we're going to make it just totally personalized to
we
you?
put the year they were born and the year they died, too?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess if
You leave an opening? You leave an opening?
for sure. Like there's open trees with like leaves to be drawn in. Like
Bro,
as fall comes, the trees and leaves grow.
If we're just reading,
as babies come, the trees and leaves grow.
If we're just reading from the book of unoriginal tattoo ideas, you should just get your fiance's name across your chest.
I'm kind of sad.
You should get also like your initials on your triceps. That's another one.
Yeah.
Super,
but with like a cool
mainstream.
font.
Yeah. like
It's
a
not.
cursive.
This isn't about like me. It's about everyone close to me.
Maybe Veni Vidi Vici on one arm.
Yeah, like I said, this is stupid. Like this is the tattoos are not for me, right? They're not for Brad, and bro, they're not for you either. I'm just telling you this right now. Like,
Could Ben pull off a half sleeve tattoo on Twitter at KBN ESPN?
Maybe on like his back, do work hard, stay hungry.
You know what this is? Ben is going through a 30s crisis. That's what that is. This is an early midlife crisis
It took
that
him
he's going
4
through.
years to come up with an idea for a family tree. And he's drawing it all himself.
Pathetic. I want to see some of these doodlings.
This is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
You want to know where the doodles are? They're on like napkins with pen.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
You're saving the napkins?
Yes, they're in a safe spot in our household.
What's that safe spot? What is it?
I ain't telling you
Hey,
guys.
Has
I
your
don't know where it
fiance
is.
seen this before?
Yeah, she's all in.
Well,
No,
I'm sure
you've
she's
ran this
not.
by.
I've ran by the half sleeve by the
Have you
fiance.
shown her the doodle?
What the hell is the director of content doing with a microphone and a headset?
He heard this ridiculous conversation you were having. This is a ridiculous idea.
Well, I was curious, and I actually have to back up Ben here. I went and found your significant other to ask her about this cockamamie idea that you're going to have a half sleeve of tattoos. And I said, are you familiar with this? Have you guys talked about this? And she goes, like straight as day, she goes, yeah, of course. I'm like, really? What do you think about that? And she goes, whatever makes him happy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so this is about
Be
making sure
more
he's
like Ben.
happy. No.
You got yourself a good one there, Ben.
More like Brad.
Kevin, as someone with two half sleeves, don't let them deter you. Let an artist run with your idea. You don't need to be edgy for a tattoo.
No, it's not about that. Tattoos are fantastic.
Don't take advice from non-tattoo guys. They're judgers.
No, we're not judging.
I
I'm
just know Ben.
Exactly. That's what we're saying.
The people with tattoos should take offense that Ben wants a tattoo.
Yeah, he shouldn't be part of your club.
See,
He
they are
should not be
more
part of your club.
receptive,
No.
and you guys are closed-minded.
They were probably-
This
you
is
know
a
what?
sad day.
No. Who were those two people? What are their names?
We got Kevin, JB, Cody.
Kevin, JB, Cody. They probably had friends who told them they're not tattoo guys either. That's what it is. So they're just
so now
trying to
you're
figure-
calling out
Oh,
KBN
wow.
Nation.
I'm just saying they may not be tattoo guys either. That's why they're coming to your defense. Anybody that knows Ben Brust knows he's not a tattoo guy. Not a tattoo guy. Especially talking about family trees.
The family tree. That's a fascinating approach.
I'm not saying that is the only idea. I mean, I can go back for 4 more years of trying to figure out a new idea.
Well,
family
that's something you don't want to rush into. I'm just glad that you put that by the brain trust that is KBN and didn't rush into putting a family tree as the basis of your half sleeve. Family tree.
Yeah, it's a bad idea.
What else?
Ben.
Live, laugh, love? Can we put on his body somewhere?
Are we going wrong? Okay, wrong ideas only
No,
for Ben Brust tattoo.
Oh,
Given
family
the
tree.
idea you gave us, these are real ideas.
800-990-3776. Wrong ideas, bad ideas only for Ben Brust's future half sleeve tattoo.
You should just get a
on the Carlos
dragon
Talking
for the hell
text
of
line.
it. Just get a dragon.
You're being a real ass.
A lion.
The biggest Bucks fans deserve big Bucks prizes, and now it's time for you to show us your Bucks. If you already have a Bucks tattoo, yes, you heard me, tattoo. No, I don't have one. Yes, I was just talking about getting one, and it's still in the pipeline. I'm all for this, baby.
That's a
If
better
you have
one
a
of your
Bucks
ideas.
tattoo or a design in mind, your time to shine is now. Send us a picture of your Bucks ink at ESPN Milwaukee on social by Monday, January 20th, and you can win 2 lower-level tickets to see the Bucks take on Denver. And while you're at it, send in your Bucks ink to ESPN Milwaukee on social media. Don't forget to vote for your favorite Bucks. To head to the Bay for the 2025 All-Star Game, vote now at bucks.com/all-star. Send in your tattoos, like I will one day, to the ESPN Milwaukee social.
Don't do it. I don't want you to go back and telling your beautiful, wonderful children.
That was supposed to be read for our 414 hour at 4 audience, but I wanted Madison to hear that I'm in this 30s crisis.
Yeah, there it is.
Green Bay
It really
Packers,
is a crisis.
Matt Lafleur, Xavier McKinney. Next. I'm getting a tattoo.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
When I'm, again, doing the Pack Arena, and as a shareholder, when I'm sizing up my ring,
do the Pack Arena right now.
1 pack of 2 pack of 3 pack of ring.
Hey.
What's the rest of the words? Jordan love to Christian Watson. Nay, that's a touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. The best source for every piece of NFL news you need to know.
That's the idea of a deal. Each side gets wins, right? They have Jordan Love under contract for the next 5 years.
ESPN NFL insider Adam Schefter is on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy every Wednesday morning at 7:30. Sponsored by Island Resort and Casino.
I think Packers fans would sign up for 12-5 today, and maybe they will be.
Right here on 94.5 ESPN and also streaming live on the Wisconsin On Demand app and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at Bucks.com/tickets. That's Bucks.com/tickets.
With your Saganiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. Make it 6 straight Big East wins for number 7 Marquette after an 85-83 overtime win at DePaul. Senior guard Cam Jones finished with 18 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds. His 4th double-double of his career, all coming this season.
In the corner, Joplin. He'll fake again. Cam Jones open 3. Good.
Big time.
Oh, baby, is he big. Marquette within 1.
Next up for the 15-2 Golden Eagles, a matchup with Xavier Saturday afternoon at Fiserv Forum.
For your little ones and your biggest joys, for your forever true and your fur kids too. For all the reasons you smile, get covered with dental and vision insurance from Delta Dental of Wisconsin and Delta Vision. Support your overall health so you can be your best for those who matter to you most. Call John Saganiak Jr. John Saganiak Jr., Saganiak Planning, 262-783-6161. Saganiak Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
I found a fountain of youth down there at QC Kinetics.
That's Henry Hinton, feeling like his young, active self again after treatments at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine.
I still have trouble walking down steps as I get older. I've had 1 treatment so far, and I can already tell a difference in my knee.
And that treatment at QC Kinetics used Henry's own natural healing properties, concentrated and placed right at the source of the pain. So Henry and patients just like him will enjoy long-term relief without surgery or downtime.
My knee is not hurting. I remember I was walking down some steps yesterday, and I thought, wow, this is not hurting when I walk down steps. I'm all in on it. I'm all in on QC Kinetics.
It's time to wind back the clock to days without constant joint pain. Start with a call to QC Kinetics today.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Bring in the new year at your local Milwaukee Metro Region Kunis Auto Group dealerships. If it's the new year, it's time for a new ride. So plan on driving into 2025 in style at a Kunis Auto Group dealership near you. Your Milwaukee Metro Region Kunis dealerships feature America's best-selling brands from both Buick and GMC, all at nearby locations in Oak Creek and Greenfield. During January, every remaining new 2024 vehicle plus thousands of select pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs are all being discount price to sell. We've got to make immediate room for hundreds of incoming new 2025s, as well as hundreds of fresh trade-ins from the holiday season. We're paying top values on all trades, no matter what the mileage or condition. Don't forget to check out individual dealership websites for pre-owned vehicles super specials. Plus, January service specials on everything from oil changes, tires, and brakes. Ring in big New Year savings at your nearby Milwaukee Metro Region Kunis Auto Group dealerships, or shop online at shopkunis.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Let's go crazy, crazy, crazy till we see the sun. I know we only met for
This is Ben Brust with you, working on the ideas of getting a half-sleeve tattoo in my future. Alongside Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, and Strofe, who don't have any creativity and aren't individuals and do everything that everyone tells them.
Yeah, the man that gets dressed by his woman, can't buy his own clothes, and can only create a family tree when he is tasked with doing a job on his own.
Well,
Yes,
on the
there is
Carb
a guy
List Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. List is more, where we have been asking for wrong answers only for my future sleeve tattoo. Kevin chimes in with an important point here. Ben, getting a tattoo is a much better idea than telling your partner, Kyle, to take back a Christmas present. You've actually put thought into the idea as well.
Shout out to John McCure for also being part of the No Lunch Bag gang, as we will just use our grocery bags.
I think you should get the Infinity logo with your fiance's and your daughter's name on the inside of it.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Save room for other children.
Dan in Sun Prairie, Ben would get a tattoo that says no regrets.
Sounds
Ben,
about right.
your tattoo idea from Aaron. A Mickey Mouse looking image with Matt LaFleur's face on it. Matty Mouse LaFleur. I would never put
that's
Matt.
a good one.
You think I would put
is
something of like that on my body? Matt LaFleur forever on my body? No, thank you.
You put a little tree, a little apple tree on there. Or what the hell you want to put on there?
Well, like happy place, you know, it's just like Matt LaFleur. Hey, everything's great.
Hope, faith, love.
Live, laugh, love. Hope, faith, love. Brian in McGuanago, you got an idea here?
Hey, from the top of the famous plumber's crack to the bottom of your neck, I want to see Benny Badger. I want Benny's face on Bucky's body.
Hey!
Oh, wow.
I'd put that on my right cheek.
I don't want that imagery. Very specific. Right cheek.
Left or right doesn't matter.
The cheek is a pretty safe place to put a tattoo.
No.
Yeah.
If I was going to put a tattoo, that's where I'd put it.
Is it?
So it's just something that I know then.
No, more
something that's important to Brad.
Oh,
Nortman.
Brad the tattoo guy.
That's right. I'm a tattoo
Butt
guy.
cheek
As
tattoo
long as it's
Brad.
a cheek tattoo.
Oh, are your cheeks tatted up?
You want to find out?
Yeah,
No,
we may never know, Kyle.
You may
thank
never
you.
know.
I rather never know.
I will say the specialist had a pack. If we won the Rose Bowl, we would all get Bucky tattoos on our cheeks.
How many chances did you
And
have?
we searched them in LA. Never happened.
Maybe they shouldn't have been searching for the tattoo before they win the Rose Bowl. Am I right, Kyle?
Yeah,
we want to be prepared.
Prepared for what? You should have been prepared for the game.
Thank you.
Prepared.
Oh, well, you know.
Oh, wow. The punter was
It wasn't
prepared to kick
my
the ball.
fault.
Russell.
Yeah.
Scott.
Do your
Tolzien,
job,
Nick
teammates.
Clay.
Yeah, Johnny Clay.
Clay. No, yeah,
They didn't give him
Johnny Clay was the first one.
That was the first one.
though.
They did. That was play calling.
All right.
Paul Chris. Thanks a lot, Ben.
Speaking of football players and toughness and guys like me who have tattoos.
Keep calm and carry on.
Skull and crossbones.
Barbed wire's been a common one coming in here.
Barbed wire is a thought.
Did Brian Urlacher have a barbed wire
I'm
tattoo
pretty sure
on his
Rutledge of Jim Matt and Molly has barbed wire, and
Now,
I made fun of him big time for the barbed wire.
Okay, so you see how you just made fun of him? That's how we see you. You're like Rutledge. That's the way we look at you.
Thank
Do
you.
think you should
You're
tattoo?
becoming Rutledge.
Penny, here's the issue. If you would have come to us with an original idea, I think we may have supported you.
KBN Nation inside bottom lip.
Oh.
Every time I kiss my fiance, she's reminded of all of us, even though she's not looking inside my lip.
I don't know how to feel about that one.
I was just trying to get you guys in my tattoo. You know, you guys are out of my tattoo idea. You guys will not live forever.
You're
with
going
me.
to want to run this by us, Ben.
Yeah.
This is
Are you the
version one.
tattoo committee for me?
Yeah. We got to make sure you don't make a mistake.
You're the board
on
of
this.
directors for Ben Brust tattoos.
It's permanent after
It's
all.
a no. for me,
It sounds like
always.
you guys are a no at all points in my life, so I might need to just kick you out now.
Well, you need some no guys in your life.
Beside the part that
You guys have made it very clear you guys are the no guys.
Are you gonna walk around with a cut off sleeves after that?
Yeah.
Show it off.
no, we
Hey,
care about you.
You'd really have to go to the Princeton
We
Club,
don't.
though, Ben.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want you to look like a WWE wrestler. Like that's what we're trying to stay away from.
How do you not know that's my next goal in life?
Wait, that's actually pretty sweet, though.
Yeah,
Well, some of them can be.
Some of them.
No, he won't look like it at all.
That's
you know how
true.
the Harlem Globetrotters take on the Washington with the Capitals? What are they?
General.
Generals? Yeah.
Generals.
He's a Washington general. That's what you look like, buddy.
buddy.
That's all three of you have buddied or palled me or talked down to me in the first 26
Because
minutes of the
that's
show.
how ridiculous this idea is.
I'm feeling humbled right now. I don't know about you
Who else
guys.
knows
I'm
about
feeling
this?
humbled.
Who else knows about this?
My fiance.
Your fiance
Oh,
knows.
I've got
Close
a good
friends.
one. I've got a good one.
Okay.
Okay,
Be
you,
kind.
just for the record, I've tried to move on and say that I want to get to.
Be you. Be kind. Be brave. Be you. And it's BB for Ben Brust.
Do you want to know one of my favorite sayings?
Yeah, I do.
Grind now. shine later.
Oh, wow. That's perfect.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, right on the shoulder.
That's perfect.
Cry now, shine later.
Yeah.
Should get your
That one's good. Come on.
How about the best is yet to come?
Oh, yeah.
Did you Google cliche? Or is this the Demovsky?
Pulling this off the Demovsky.
What's your astrology sign?
Libra.
You should do Libra. Libra across the chest.
Yeah.
Let everybody know.
When's your birthday again? October 3rd?
What if we do?
Is that right?
Would we all get tattoos like Brad if somebody won a championship in the state?
No. No, my Bucks already won. I'm not getting a
If
tattoo.
the Wisconsin Badgers win a national championship, football.
I'm in with you on that.
Cool. No, I'll just celebrate. I'll have my
Strofe?
I'll hold your hand while you get it.
Come on, you won't join Nortman and I?
Nortman's not getting a tattoo.
On my cheek?
We'll get left cheek tattoos of the Wisconsin Badgers national championship game. We might be 60 and it might hurt.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Come on, Strofe.
You can't call yourself true Badger fans.
Yes, I can.
If they've never even sniffed a national championship.
We're not alum.
Yeah, but you're fans.
He went to UW Whitewater. They've won like how many national championships?
Many. The year I was there, we came
but
in
that
second.
ain't the same.
So it doesn't.
Strofe, why are you just all chirp, no backup here on
I'm not a tattoo guy, and I understand that.
But it's the cheek.
That's a young man that understands himself, unlike
Bradley,
Ben.
you and I, forever, lifelong,
Shake
Badgers
on it.
win the national championship cheek tattoo?
Yeah, okay. I wonder what Lexi's going to say. What's
Put her
Lexi gonna
there.
say?
Put her there.
How you going to shake hands
I'm
without
gonna say,
consulting with your
Lexi,
wife?
Yo mans is going to get a tattoo.
You talk like this guy?
If the Wisconsin Badgers win a national championship.
Yeah, she'll probably
Now,
laugh
she might
and
be
never.
actively rooting against the
calling her.
Badgers now, but yeah, she should.
Go ahead.
She should be
We
excited
already know
about it.
from the first segment we have approval from my fiance. As long as he's happy.
Y'all know how I feel about tattoos.
Yeah, no tattoos in the Wallace household because you're a dictatorship, not a
dang.
relationship.
Dang right. Dang right.
Oh, wow. He doubled down.
Life is a song. Sing it loud and proud.
What I had written down here is Bradford said, I'm glad the Packers got humbled. Now, this will actually end up being a positive. Don't freak out and be like, oh, Brad's Mr. Negative. The Packers got humbled. I've been humbled the first 30 minutes by all of you by telling me I'm not a tattoo guy, except for the Benny Believers that I will remember and might put in my family tree of tattoos on my half sleeve. But the Packers were humbled, and Brad has a very good way of describing why this is a positive for this team, or it could be a negative, but I think positive. Next.
Live, laugh, love Benny.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a seam head now. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh,
Seam head.
I don't even know what that is. You have to
That means
explain
I'm a
it to me.
baseball dork. All I do is sit and watch MLB big inning at night.
Head.
I've never heard that before.
This is because you're not a seam head.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ready for a win? Well, it's your year. At Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you could win over $2,000 in free play every month all year long. Just play your favorite games and you might take the stage in the It's Your Year game show. 25 winners each Thursday. There's $300,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this January. Yeah, we think it's your year. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 years old to play.
Kevin Moret for Mentality. Guys, carrying extra belly fat can make you feel frustrated and self-conscious. And let's face it, it changes how others see you. Most new Mentality clients start at only 1/3 of the free testosterone they need, which makes losing that stubborn fat a real struggle. Our doctors specialize in restoring free testosterone and combining it with semaglutide, which targets fat while keeping your muscle. Feel confident in your look again. Visit mentalityhealth.com/radio for a new year offer and get started today. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Hey, this is ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta. Guys, let's talk about something important. You. Taking care of your health and appearance isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. At Quintessa Aesthetic Center, they make it easy. With experts in advanced skincare, body contouring, and anti-aging treatments, Quintessa is here to help you stay sharp and at your best. Trust me, when you look good, you feel even better. So why wait? Visit myquintessa.com and take the first step towards a more confident you.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $750 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellerson, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a two-man scramble at Pebble Beach, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through January 31st. Your winter chance to play Pebble Beach awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Hi, this is John Neal, CPA and founder of the Neal Group. I have a question for you business owners. What does your CPA do for you? We have signed on several new business clients who told us the same story. Does this sound like you? You can never get a hold of your CPA. Phone calls are not returned and questions are never answered. You don't get any advice to help you run your business. Not at the Neal Group. We usually return phone calls and emails the same day. We are advocates and partners with our clients to help them grow, not just record history. Do you want to grow your business, improve cash flow, have less stress, and live a better life? We can help. Call us at 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net to book a meeting to tell us your story and see if we can help. The first meeting is free. Don't wait, do it now. That's 414-325-2040 or nealgroup.net.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, the certainty of protection and income are the keys to success. And as a former NFL player myself, I have experience with both. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game films helped me mentally prepare for the challenges ahead. Now I star in a new Hollywood documentary called The Retirement Deception to help you visualize and prepare for your fourth quarter of life. You see, you don't retire on your nest egg, but rather the income it can produce. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. And it's free for you to view. Call 855-620-1801 right now for your free streaming code to watch The Retirement Deception. Don't risk your retirement savings at the goal line. You don't need to be risky to have a winning strategy. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free streaming code to watch The Retirement Deception. Call today. 855-620-1801. That's 855-620-1801. MitchLyonsWealth.com. Your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Future half sleeve wearer Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. UKBN Nation at the Carbless Talking text line 800-990-3776. This is more on YouTube to see our beautiful faces at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Now, Bradley, the Packers were humbled. And of course, a little annoying Gen Zers in my ear. He has another tattoo idea for me, and then you're going to tell us how the Packers were humbled.
Hold on real quick. So, Benny, you have a custom Star Wars suit, right?
Correct.
Okay, from wrist to shoulder, just get a lightsaber.
Brad, how are the Packers humbled?
Maybe purple, red,
Hit
blue?
the football music now.
What's your favorite color Star Wars lightsaber?
I mean,
Great question.
Mace Windu's purple is awesome.
Okay, you should get a purple lightsaber, wrist to shoulder.
All right, guys, let me tell you why the Packers getting humbled, particularly Matt Lafleur and Jordan Love.
Kind of like that purple Star Wars idea.
Yeah, kind of. That's pretty cool, actually. Is a good thing for them. I'm glad the Packers got humbled and embarrassed at the end of the season and in the playoffs. Let's face it, guys. This was not a Super Bowl contending team, right? They might be in the future. We hope they will be in the future, but this year they were not a Super Bowl contender. So this was all about learning, all about experience. Nothing teaches you like failure. That's exactly what Matt Lafleur and Jordan Love experienced. All last offseason, what did we hear? Oh, Matt Lafleur, brilliant mastermind, taking this young team to the playoffs, winning a playoff game. Just bravo, Matt Lafleur, bravo. Jordan Love.
He sounds kind of disingenuous.
If anyone, now there's truth in both of these comments, but I'm going to get there. Oh, Jordan Love. If there's anyone I would start a franchise with, it would be Jordan Love. He's elite. He's unbelievable. This is the national media. This isn't KBN. This isn't Wisconsin. This is national media. They got applauded all offseason. And the result of that, by human nature, is you sort of fall back on your laurels. You can pull off the gas a little bit. But when you are pushed, when you experience challenge and adversity and failure, like Lafleur and Love and the whole Packer team did, you know what you do? Two things happen. You either cave or you step up and improve. And I'm seeking that this Packer team will step up and improve. I would rather have this humbling happen now them win a game or two, and there's a false sense of confidence that really isn't there. Give me the humbling, give me the teaching experience. Because, guys...
So you're saying beating the Eagles would have potentially been a bad thing if they lost to the Lions because it's the kind of a fake belief of that you're closer than you actually are to the ultimate goal of a Super Bowl.
Right now, this team is flawed. Jordan Love has to improve. Matt Lafleur has to improve. Even if they had a really good game and beat the Eagles, then lost in the divisional round, I think it would be a false sense of security. They need more of a rock bottom. I'm not saying this is necessarily rock bottom, but they need a rock bottom, humbling type of experience to wake themselves up. That was Tucker Kraft's,
Tucker Kraft?
That was Tucker Kraft's words, to wake themselves up. I'm glad it happened now because the Packers can benefit from it in 2025, 2026, and beyond. Because, guys, I don't know about your experience, but when I experience humbling like this, it was my freshman year at Wisconsin, okay? I started as a true freshman, cool, and I stunk my first couple games. Badger fans might remember I did not have very good games punting.
No, we don't.
Not only that, thanks, Kyle. Not only that, we go through the first round of midterms. I got my butt kicked from like a education standpoint.
We got a 3.2.
It was I got some C's and B's. And I was like, this ain't good enough, Brad. Looked at myself in the mirror and said, something's got to change if I'm going to be able to actually do this thing. That's what Matt Lafleur and Jordan Love and the whole Packer team needs to have. Something's got to change, and this is the moment that you learn from it. I'm glad it happened this year, so it sets them up for a really focused offseason for 2025 so that next year they can take it. I'd rather have that than a false sense of confidence going into this offseason.
Yeah, Brad, I disagree.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I disagree. Like,
You think them beating the Eagles would have been better for them heading into next year?
I do, because
if they lost to the Lions, you'd been like, oh, they're right back where they were last year?
Because this football team with the Green Bay Packers, I agree.
This is a D3 mindset, Brad.
Yeah,
No.
This
isn't the real professional competitor that understands you need to take a bump and then come back and prove your worth.
Exactly.
I believe you need to take bumps, but the problem is that's nice if your team has an obvious talent to be able to bounce back, like you said, and step up. But this team doesn't have obvious talents to step up, bounce back. Like, are we all of a sudden going to get a defensive line that has a pass rush? Are we all of a sudden going to have receivers that emerge as real number ones? Like, if the team had talent, right, then that's different. But the team lacks a lot of areas to have that talent to do it. Last year, when they ended the season, they felt like they left meat on the bone, right? They're like, oh, we were almost there. This year, they literally, they were trying to eat scraps at the end of the year because they didn't have anything left. So I'd rather go into the offseason with the confidence of we competed to this level, we're getting closer, versus taking a whole bunch of steps back and saying, all right,
it's not a whole bunch of steps.
You're almost proving my point.
It's one small step to make bigger steps forward.
Wait, no, so I just feel like the team having to regroup. They're going to bring back basically the same roster next year, and you're still going to have some of the glaring holes and glaring problems that you had this year, right? Lack of pass rush. You don't have a consistent
know that
corner.
yet.
But this message goes to Goody too, Kyle. He also could end last year thinking, boy, oh boy, I did it again. Look at me, going young in the draft. I got all this young talent. But after this year, exactly what you're saying, there are critical holes. So it's a wake-up call to Goody as well.
Well, Goody is one thing, but talking about Matt Lafleur and Jordan Love.
Oh, they need to improve too, Kyle.
No, they need. No, I'm not saying they need to improve, but all I'm saying is, yes, they got humble, but I don't think this humbling is all of a sudden going to make the Packers that much better next year. I think I am less optimistic going into next year than what I was going into this season.
I think you are discounting hyper aggressive and competitive personas, right? Because when you get humbled like this and you are on that level, man, you is a singular focus to never let that happen again.
Bro, they lost six games.
Hang on. I want to see if I can talk Brad's language here, and maybe he can tie this together, right? In 2023, the Packers, from a stock value standpoint, they were riding right where they were, kind of down, and then when Jordan Love went on that run, they peaked. And heading into 2024, their price was high, and then they kind of slowly dwindled down. They took some ups when they went on a couple win streaks against the Niners and the Dolphins, then they took another dip after they lost to another great team. But like right now, when you were tested in the playoffs, you were still at a pretty good price. And then the earnings came out, and they underdelivered on earnings, and that stock shot down. And so now they need to reevaluate as a company if they are going to shoot back up, make improvements, changes. They're still not a bad stock, but they can be a great stock if they come out next year and have a solid year all around.
And sometimes you need a little shareholder pressure from the outside to say, hey, company, we got to wake up because we can't have another quarter like that.
My big issue with this is that
Ben.
you guys are
Thank
putting
you.
this on Jordan Love and you're putting it on Matt LaFleur, where I can agree you can put this on Goody. This roster
all
needs to have
three of them. It's all three of
They
them.
need to be
It's
better.
everybody.
They need to be better. But if the roster comes in the same roster next year as it is this year, and Goody doesn't really make many big changes, then there's nothing that Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love can do.
But you
to
can
get
say that the team was less talented the year before this year, and Matt LaFleur, on your standard, went further with a less talented team. So now you're holding them to a lower standard based off the guys they're getting back?
They got hot and played well. What I'm saying is next year we see the holes that this team has, and my biggest concern is that regardless of what Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love do, if Goody doesn't get the right pieces to fill some of those voids on this football field, we're going to be talking about the same thing next year where the Green Bay Packers did not make it. They came up short. So did they get humbled? Sure. But I don't believe there's much they can do. Jordan Love has not proven that he can be Superman and put a team completely on his back, and Matt LaFleur has not proven that he can win a big game. So I'm not going to put my faith in these guys getting humble. You know how many times Matt LaFleur's been humbled?
3-5 in the playoffs. So
Yeah, he's lost a lot of games in the playoffs, man.
It's a new crop of guys, though, to be humbled.
Sure.
New guys.
Sure, new crop of guys being humble, but same head coach continue to get humble. Do you think he learned anything from his playoff losses in the last?
So you just turned it on Goody, and now you're taking out Matt? Like, make up your mind.
What you're saying is
Matt's
you
going to
don't
learn his lesson, but he hasn't.
So you're saying you don't expect improvement?
I hope to see improvement if Goody improves his
Hope
roster.
is not a strategy.
That's what Brad is over here. Y'all trying to tell me we need to hope that they got humbled and they learned something. And you're putting on a guy in Matt LaFleur.
This conversation of taking a step forward, you're telling me that you don't believe that the core is talented enough to take a step forward.
No,
despite what the holes are.
I don't believe this core is talented enough to go to a Super Bowl. No, they need to add more pieces, more impactful players on defense. They need to add. You're gonna
and
lose
exactly
players
why
as well.
I believe that when you say that you're proving Brad's point from a Goody, LaFleur, Love standpoint,
we added Goody in there.
Yeah, we added Goody.
Now, we added Goody.
I highlighted Love and LaFleur, but Goody is included.
Goody needs to be humbled. The other two, hell, like I said, Matt LaFleur's been humbled before, and he still makes stupid decisions.
Well, then you're talking about wondering if Matt LaFleur is even the guy. Is he even the guy to get you to that next step? Or maybe he's hitting his ceiling.
You're soft on him?
I'm extremely soft on Matt LaFleur.
Why?
I'm sweet on him. Like, I'm not going to fire the guy.
Well, yeah, no, you're not going to right now. Absolutely not.
Yeah, so I'm sweet on him. I mean, if I was a real man, a real decision maker, I'd probably cut him loose.
Really? That's why you're not the general manager of the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah,
Kyle would be a bad general manager.
I'll be good.
They'd have a bad game, and they'd be cut.
Yeah.
An extension,
and then they get signed to the next team and have 4 picks the next game.
I have quite an iron fist. I would have cut Mason Crosby after he had that one bad season because he was making me so mad.
You would be a bad GM with like specialists. You would like just cut specialists left and right.
Hey, come here.
If I had one shank, would you cut?
The punt was to the left, not the right.
Exactly. Coffin corner. That wasn't no damn coffin corner. That wasn't a coffin corner. I'm gonna find somebody else who can do it.
You would hand me my pink slip after one bad punt.
Sure would.
Oh, what a brutal organization!
Find somebody
Kyle.
else, somebody younger.
What's
and better.
the worst organization in the NFL? Kyle just topped them.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Brad, did you win yesterday?
I didn't. I fell short. I'm going to get one of these, though, because Sleeper Fantasy provides opportunity after opportunity for you to win your money. In fact, 100 times your cash, you can make it with Sleeper Picks. It makes the game. I will say this. I've done about 4 contests so far. I haven't won one. I've gotten so darn close. My experience of game watching is next level. I'm sitting at the edge of my seat enjoying every single game, whether it be a team from Wisconsin or not. And you can have that same experience, particularly this upcoming weekend with the NFL playoffs, with the Sleeper app. Here's how you play. You pick 2 players, at least 2 players, and you pick more or less on 2 of their projected stats. If you're right, you can win up to 100 times your money. And for a limited time, Sleeper has a special offer. New users have to just play $5, a $5 play, and you're going to receive $55 in free entries. That is 11 $5 plays. I've been using those left and right, and I've been loving every minute of it.
You got to win one of those, brother.
And use code BRAD, B-R-A-D. That's my name. Feel free to wear it out. You'll get $55 in free entries when you play just $5. That's code BRAD with the Sleeper Picks. Must be 18 years or older. Promo code locations and other restrictions apply. Minimum deposit $25. See terms of use for details. Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-246-2537 for help.
Brad said this good thing that the Packers were humbled this year. Kyle thinks Xavier McKinney is going to learn something about being a Green Bay Packer and what the organization is like. The Packer way, deep in thought, for Xavier McKinney with a tweet that he had that you need to hear about next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Yeah, let them do this. I ain't doing it.
You're not going to hurt our feelings.
Come on.
Just mine.
Homer, come on.
Yo, fuck, I should be doing this time. I should be 2-6. That good enough for you? You need any more?
That's fair. Dog.
Need any more?
That's
One?
fair, yeah.
Us?
Yeah.
Y'all
2, 3, 4.
You're all the same.
There we
Nobody's
go.
as good as me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. All day, every day. The Carbless talk and text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. This is more.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Homer here. I'm inviting you to join me starting August the 9th, as we explore the many shades of Ireland with Colette Vacations, a 10-day journey filled with legendary views, historic expeditions, and unforgettable tales. Explore the historic city of Dublin, kiss the famous Blarney Stone, and stand on the spectacular cliffs of Moher. We'll also journey Ireland's breathtaking countryside and follow the stunning coastal route of the Ring of Kerry. We'll experience the daily life of an Irish family with a dairy farm visit, and even enjoy a taste or two at a historic whiskey distillery. Plus, there's a stay overnight at a medieval castle. Join me for all of these experiences and many more. Visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com for trip information. Colette handles all the details of the 10-day excursion, the flights, the meals, the hotels, the experience. Don't worry about it. Your only job is to have the time of your life. Don't miss it. Visit ESPNMilwaukeeTravel.com or text Homer to 800-990-3776. Homer, 800-990-3776.
Looking for the most popular answer. What's the worst thing about Wisconsin winters? Gina Della from Pella.
Finding a sitter when snow closes school. Yay! It's the time of the year when we just want to be all warm and snuggly at home. And Pella helps make your home as beautiful on the outside as it is comfortable on the inside. With inviting doors to let friends and family in and beautiful energy-efficient windows to keep the cold out. Celebrate the new year with 0% interest for up to 3 years. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Certain restrictions apply.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Mark Tauscher here for Kohler Services. If you've been putting off your bath or shower remodel, now is the time to turn to Kohler Services. Family owned for 150 years, Kohler is your Wisconsin manufacturer providing care for life. And this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and no payment financing until 2026. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. That's KohlerServicesWI.com.
Special Milwaukee Auto Show Advanced Discount Ticket Offer has been extended to January 22nd. Turns out a lot of people want to come to the auto show. Get your auto show tickets now at a big discount. Buy a single ticket, or how about a pair of tickets for date night? Or you can buy a family 4-pack and take everybody. They can see all the latest vehicles, including cars, trucks, SUVs, luxury cars, and much more. For advanced discount tickets, go to AutoShowMilwaukee.com. That's AutoShowMilwaukee.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Guess what? It's gonna be May.
The person who is in charge of Brad Nortman's life, he listens to 100% of the time, is his wife, Lexi. I had mentioned that I'm looking at getting a half-sleeve tattoo. My name is Ben Brust, alongside Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strophe running the show.
Cool.
Brad and I made a handshake deal, and that is binded with witnesses. So whatever this text is from Lexi, just know that you and I shook. If the Wisconsin Badgers win a football national championship, we are getting tattoos on our cheeks.
Okay. So on the personal talk and text line, I indeed texted the first lady of the Nortman household, Lexi Nortman. I said, if I got a tattoo on my butt, if Wisconsin football wins a national championship, you'd feel blank. And she said, disturbed. And she went further and said, you're not a tattoo guy. And then she said, this is how I know I brainwashed her. Although I know it's not going to happen because Wisconsin is never going to pay the NIL for it.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
I was like, girl,
wow. Damn. Let's get her on the show.
And then she said,
she's got more opinions than you.
And then she does. And then she said, well, but you could be a tattoo guy if you could be. I would still be disgusted. Think about it. Your butt hits a toilet seat.
Oh, yeah.
She just thinks
what
level,
does that matter?
Because the thing that, it taints the tattoo.
We can put it on the higher side of the cheek.
Like the upper, but then
you talking about lower back.
Plumber's crack
might reveal like the top of Bucky's head.
Yeah.
Who cares?
You know what I like?
Who cares, Brad?
I like Lexi. Lexi knew this had terrible energy because she knew I didn't put you up to this. She
spin zoned you.
Another text from Lexi. They are rolling in. This is why you need a good woman in your life, fellas. She said, if there is a reason you're getting it on your butt, it means you probably shouldn't be getting it at all.
Ha!
Now that is
a woman.
Wisdom.
That is a woman, pal.
Wow. Now we know why Brad listens 100% of the time.
It's all coming together, isn't it, boys? It's all coming together.
I told you she's the woman that wears pants and never lets you in charge.
I told you.
What did you tell me?
I told you.
I said, ask Lexi. She ain't going for that. And
nah,
what happened?
Not thrilled.
She wasn't going for that. And she
you're binding.
Ben Brust.
But hey, I am a man of my word. I shook Ben Brust's hand.
What's more important, Ben
Brust's
hand or that ring you put on her finger and she put on yours?
She's not gonna D-word him for the tattoo.
Yeah, she's stuck with me.
She's stuck with me for
Ben
life.
Yeah, she can be mad at me.
She might be disturbed, but she's going to be seeing that Bucky on my cheek every night.
And according to Kyle, if I get a sleeve, it's a family phenomenon.
I don't even.
No, I mean, again, Kyle told me, look, I think your daughter's gonna love it.
From my experience, young ladies who have tattoos, they typically still love their dad and love their tattoos.
She's gonna be like, "What is that? Like, play with my arm."
She'll love it. They adore it because
it's not about me. I'm getting my tattoo for my daughter.
They mindlessly love you. So yeah. So she'll think,
mindlessly love you.
She'll think that stupid tree is all great.
So, is this stupid or not stupid? Stupid tree is the design of my wonderful family tree idea. My absolutely
was there
wonderful and strong.
But you said you have doodles plural. Was there any other workshopped idea?
No, just trying to continue to reiterate.
All you have is a tree?
Lots happened in 3 years, Brad.
That's true. It's been a busy 3 years.
Xavier McKinney on Twitter X, as the top tweet will load any second now. Come on, pay the bills. Good Karma Brands.
Good radio, Benny.
Xavier McKinney tweets at Tay15 Adams. Man, lots of ends. Pull back up. Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs, they want dudes. They want to bring in dudes to the Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle, you said Goody might not want to offer what Devontae Adams wants.
Yeah, so Xavier McKinney, shout out to you, man. I love you. I love the fact that you brought a little bit of different type of swag and some energy and some competitiveness and talent to the back end of this defense. But unfortunately, Mr. McKinney, you're going to find out about the Packer way. That's what you're going to find out. You're going to find out that you may think it's sweet, and maybe you think this makes sense. It's so logical. Oh, my gosh. A former Green Bay Packer and Devontae Adams who loves the Packers is hinting to maybe doing a reunion. Isn't that just perfect? And then he's going to find out that the Packer way, things that we think is logical, isn't so logical to the Green Bay Packers. And so what Goody's going to tell him is say, yeah, we'll spin the tires on that.
We'll put that on the whiteboard.
Yeah, we'll see.
Put that on the whiteboard.
We'll see. And then he'll be even more disgusted when he finds out that when they actually tried to talk to him, And what the offer is, you're going to be like, oh, okay, so I heard they made an offer, Tay. And they're going to say, I mean, come on now. You know it's the Packers. Yeah, they paid me well. Yeah, because you was 26, 25 years old.
Goody's got a type.
He offered me half of what I got offered from this other team here. So Xavier McKinney is going to mess around and find out that the Green Bay Packers are cheap and they ain't going to pay nobody that's old.
And they got your money.
Yeah, I think you're right there, man. I think sometimes it takes a little bit of years underneath the belt to really learn somebody and learn a new relationship.
Yeah.
And Josh Jacobs and Xavier McKinney, God bless them for wanting to attract other talent. They both said they were going to do that. And never in my time in the NFL has I ever heard of a front office or a coach being like, hey, Brad. They wouldn't ask me. They do. Hey, Luke Kuechly. Hey, Greg Olsen. Hey, Cam. Try to attract XYZ to free agency. I've never heard of that. So when guys do
this is a new thing, though. I mean, players talk and social media. They're all friends. They don't hate each other as much anymore.
Who to the Green Bay Packers last year?
All I'm saying is
$.
Yes, and all I'm saying off of your comment is I agree. And something that we have failed to mention that I know we all agree with is they are in the honeymoon phase. They came from the Raiders, the Giants, and they're like used to money being spent, and it's spent in ill-advised ways that didn't help their team. So they're like, oh, yeah, spend money. We've been part of teams that spend money. They just sucked, but they spent money.
Yeah, and the Green Bay Packers.
Easy as that.
The Green Bay Packers don't spend money. He gonna learn today that the Green Bay Packers ain't gonna spend money. He's gonna learn in the future when he gets a little closer to 30. He still think he got something up in the tank, and that contract negotiation come up. He's gonna say, "Wait, what? You offering me what?" Just like they did to Aaron Jones and like they did to Greg Jennings, Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams. This is what the
Brian
Packers do.
Bulaga.
So right now he's just going to be happy. He loves Green Bay, and then he's going to turn into Jair Alexander.
Even their own contracts are front heavy with guaranteed money. Like they should hope that their play continues to be at their current level because they were outstanding. I mean, probably MVPs of both sides of the ball, Jacobs and McKinney. But even their contracts aren't like heavily laden with guaranteed money. Yeah. So they just got to hope they keep on playing well, or else Goody says, "Hey, I see the younger version of you."
Poor Josh Jacobs running his heart out. He's going to run his heart out for the next 2 seasons.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna. No, but the funny thing is, even with the running the heart out, he probably feels right now that he's empowered. And he's going to reach out to Max Crosby. He's going to reach out to all the guys in the league that might be like open to no opportunity. And he's going to see they're interested. He's going to come up with a wish list. And Goody's going to take that thing and be like, hey, yeah, we'll look into this.
No.
Paper shredder.
He's going to throw it into the same bin that he threw all Aaron Rodgers' wish lists.
Except he actually listened to Rodgers on a couple.
For one, Randall Cobb.
And it didn't turn out well. So that's the other problem. Goody deviated once, and I don't think he liked the result.
Yeah. So poor Xavier. It is what it is, man.
poor Xavier.
Listen, I would love Devontae Adams, but I'm not stupid. Like I understand what this is. I would never get my hopes up thinking the Green Bay Packers will sign some 32-year-old. What? That happened with Brandon McManus because he had no choice. And then when he did do it, guess what? He signed a 30-year-old Kenny Clark or 29-year-old, kicking himself.
Yeah. Do we think
I should have followed the formula?
Do we think that Goody thinks Devontae Adams is too old to sign? I would love to hear from KBN Nation on Twitter at KBN ESPN. I think, Strofe, you know where I'm going there. You're a good mind reader as to how to best put that poll out on Twitter at KBN ESPN. I'm fascinated to see if people believe that Goody, of all people, who just signed Kenny Clark to a third contract, under 30 years old, who underachieved last year, and then all of a sudden, he might pay Devontae Adams what Tay thinks he's worth after leaving.
He's never going to give premium money to that guy. That's why doing it to Kenny Clark was so head-scratching.
It was, and a poor decision, back-to-back.
Well, in 2 minutes, we'll discuss another contract that I don't think is head-scratching, but is interesting to look at 1 year later. We're going to look at that Jordan Love contract through a different lens. Not, hey, what he signed for, but if he was a free agent this year, if they didn't sign him last year, picked up the fifth-year option or whatever, what would he actually go for? And would you be okay with the number that he's paying now? What would you be asking after this season? In 2 minutes, you tell us Jordan Love's value. Next.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $750 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at Pebble Beach, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through January 31st. Your winter chance to play Pebble Beach awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Kyle Walsh for Universal Windows Direct. Right now, buy 2 windows and get 2 free. There is no limit and no payments for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. If you already have a price quote, they'll beat it. Schedule your free in-home estimate today.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text MIND to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text MIND to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text MIND to 200-300. That's MIND to 200-300. MIND to 200-300.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Hanging with you, KBN Nation, till 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in Madison and Beaver Dam. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. List is more. Full crew all together. The first hour flew. Holy cow. As we continue on talking about the green and gold, Brad Nortman, you've brought something to my attention. This isn't a conversation that I feel as if like we're playing the what if game. Like we know what happened. We know that Jordan Love signed for $55 million, but a fun exercise to see after a year of play on that contract and a year before that of just 2 years of sample size, lay out the pieces and put this all together for me.
Yeah, guys. In life, timing is everything, right? And so with Jordan Love last season, his contract, he had 1 year left on his sort of bridge deal. And he had the 1 year last year where he proved that he was a guy. And it gave him some leverage as they worked out and eventually signed Jordan Love to that $55 million a year. But all the pushback was sample size. Well, he's only played 10 good games. Well, he's only one season. We've seen guys do one season. So now after 2 seasons, I just ponder in this brain of mine, let's say the Packers never re-signed him last year. Let's say they let him play out those 2 years to see that all-important sample size of 2 seasons, and he played this exact year as it went. My question to KBN Nation, my question to you, Ben, Kyle, and Strofe is, what would be the contract today, knowing what we know now about Jordan Love? The $55 million never happened. Everything else happened exactly how it actually did in reality. Jordan Love's on the precipice of being a free agent. The Packers could, of course, franchise tag him. But what would his contract value be? Would it be more, less, or the same? Because what everyone was saying was sample size. Well, now you have another year of sample size. Considering everything, would Jordan Love be making more, less, or the same than he's currently making now? Would they basically give him the same deal or not?
800-990-3776, posed by Brad Nortman. What would Love's value be if he was a free agent right now?
I think the Green Bay Packers know they overspend on Love, just a smidge, right? When you look at the way the guys performed, like a Jared Goff who made a little bit less
That
than
is
him.
the first one that came to my head. He's making $52.5 million.
Yeah, and so he you paid him a little bit more, right? And like when you look at the other guys, it's hard to judge because when you look at a Tua, he was injured. You look at a Dak Prescott who got $60 million. I guarantee you the Cowboys are kicking themselves about that one because what they discovered this year is that they are much more further away than just a healthy Dak Prescott. So overall for the Green Bay Packers, they overpaid for Jordan Love, and the proof is in the pudding. Jordan Love didn't play up to that contract. So if they
the proof isn't for 1 year. The proof is in the pudding.
As of right now, for what they signed him to, they signed again. We're talking a couple $1 million, but still, a couple $1 million can be redistributed in other places. The Green Bay Packers overpaid for Jordan Love based off his performance from this past season. That's the only thing that I can go off is based off his performance of this past season and his first season as well as a whole, right? Because now we have 2 full seasons as him as starting quarterback. Jordan Love, shout out to his agent, shout out to him. He got more money than what he probably deserved.
You're wrong.
No, sure. You can think that all you want, but he got a little bit more money he deserved. I'm saying a little bit. He didn't get a lot of it, but he got a little bit more money he deserved.
Trevor Lawrence, Tua Tagovailoa, the same names that are paid around Jordan Love. The Packers made a better investment than both the other teams that I just mentioned.
Yeah, but wait a minute. But can you the Dolphins and the Jags, both those teams suck. Both bad investments by those teams. Well, I think Trevor Lawrence is a good investment.
All right.
And Tua,
So that's the thing that I go back to is even after this season from Jordan Love, as Brad pointed out yesterday or Monday, statistically, it's almost identical from a year-long standpoint of 2024 versus the downs and the ups later in 2023.
It was just a more averaged out version in 2024.
And I still feel with the season that he had, with the early knee injury, the groin injury, he never was at full strength. So for me, I feel as if the market probably would be right around the same. And I think Jordan Love did a great job of leveraging those same draft class quarterbacks. Because let's say that somebody, like now that Dak has gone for 60, I don't know, Dak got hurt, or would he be able to say, well, look at Dak's year, look at my year, like am I 6? So again, I think you're probably not getting him for less than what he got him last year, based off what the market is and the way the market's growing.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair assessment, but again,
I know it's fair. It's the right assessment.
The Green Bay Packers, they slightly overpaid. I mean, I think
according to what did they overpay?
According to my eyes, they overpaid because Jared Goff got less than Jared Goff. I thought that the Green Bay I thought Jordan Love was better than Jared Goff, but after this season, Jared Goff is better than Jordan Love.
Haven't you heard you like Gary Ellerson, don't you?
GE, I love me some GE.
He says this contract will be obsolete.
Yeah, it will be obsolete, but we're talking about going back to hindsight, right? We're talking about performance based off the last 2 years. And we look at the performance for the last 2 years, he's slightly overpaid. I don't think this is even a conversation. Like, yeah, $55 million, sure, that's fine. But when you go back, nobody can sit here and say he earned $55 million this year.
4 years younger than Jared Goff.
All I know. I know. I'll take the performance of Jared Goff.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but when you look at the contract length, you've got him locked up for 5 years.
But you're saying that he played his way down to less value.
I think after this,
that's what Kyle is making very clear.
We're 20% of the way through.
But Kyle's not the only one. Hang on.
Season.
Kyle's not the only one who's feeling a certain way. Brian and McGuanago, you're up on the Carbless Talking text line about Jordan Love and the money spent on him last year.
Yeah, I think $55 million was also a function of not having any plan B. It was having to overpay because if you have nothing as a plan B, you have to throw out everything to get plan A. This year, they have Malik Willis, and I would argue that if I paid $25 or $30 million a year to Malik Willis and let him perform relatively comparable to that he did when he got in there and played, and I would have $25 or $30 million to put towards wide receivers and other pieces, then I would be in much better shape than having Jordan Love as a $55 million quarterback. So I look at it as a function of no plan B, and then what the alternative
so Brian,
is.
I appreciate it. It's a good thought on the way to distribute money. But I cannot go as far as many people want to go with, like, if you pay Malik Willis X amount of money. I still don't think if everything was perfect around Malik Willis that he's a good enough quarterback to win you a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, like, Brian had me with the plan A, plan B analogy, which is totally true. Like, Jordan Love is the only plan. They don't have, like, a young ability to go get a young quarterback or whatever else. But Malik Willis is not a viable plan B. We know this story. We've seen it happen. Malik Willis plays 6 games as a starter. You know what's going to happen? He's going to revert so far to the mean, it's not even going to be funny. Defensive coordinators will get film on him. He will be neutralized, and he will not be able to take this team to higher grounds, not even to a winning record, I propose, without Jordan Love. He's not Lamar Jackson. He's not Josh Allen. I know we all think like a running, athletic quarterback. Look, he is that, but the ability to like dissect defenses with his arms, Matt Lafleur covered up so many of Malik Willis's faults, and that is a credit to both of them to be able to pull that off. But half a season, no, Malik Willis ain't the guy.
Well, Jeremy, 800-990-3776. It's the Malik Willis Hour on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Hey, I was just going to say about Malik Willis, I really like his mobility. I like his accuracy. I think he's a smart guy, a hard worker.
Coach's kid.
Actually wonder if Matt Lafleur missed his chance to be like another Bill Belichick by pulling him when he put Jordan Love in, and Love wasn't fully healthy yet. I think kind of ride that train and maybe just say, hey, we're still not sure about Love's health, and check out Willis a little bit longer.
How interesting would it have been in that game against the Minnesota Vikings, where Jordan Love was coming back off injury, if they played Malik Willis and they won? And then we played.
It wouldn't have happened.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just
the storyline would have been hilarious.
No,
yeah, it would have been crazy.
The only time the Packers beat a team with ranked better record than them, Malik Willis won it.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy.
Man, we're in fantasy land, but people like this.
I love Malik Willis as a backup quarterback. You're talking about a guy that plays 2 to 3 games. Yeah. He's a change-up.
He's the perfect backup right now.
Game plan. He's an amazing.
He's not a full-season starter. He's a perfect backup.
No ego, great guy, perfect backup.
So I'm going to push back.
Not for 5 seasons.
I'm going to push back on some of this, right?
Lord, you're going to lose a lot of credibility.
No.
Kyle's credibility out the Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all studios.
Listen. We wouldn't be having this conversation if Jordan Love lived up to the contract that he signed, right? There's still questions about my boy Jordan Love that I believe he will answer, but there's still
Brad?
Wait a minute.
Kyle.
Wait a minute.
We all need to have an intervention.
No. I love Jordan Love, but at this moment in time, we would not be having a conversation about the contract. Would he be making this much if Jordan Love outperformed the contract? If Jordan Love
it's a thought exercise, but not.
Come on now.
He's not perfect.
We went 0-6 to the top 3 teams in the NFC, and Jordan Love in that playoff game played abysmal.
Malik Willis is the AFC South champion.
There are 8 teams left, and the Packers beat 2 of them.
Sure.
I could use the opposite argument.
Oh, because the Rams are so healthy,
he had 3 injuries all year.
I understand
Malik Willis
this.
was reported as not knowing how to play football.
And he won football games, and this is the thing, is that my whole point is this.
You would have won football games as the quarterback.
That's not true.
He threw the ball like 6 times.
Listen, and he ran the ball too. Well, all I'm saying is this. I'm not on the Malik Willis train.
It sure sounds like you're riding the captain's seat.
I just think that overall,
Matt Lafleur could have been Bill Belichick.
There was a moment in time where people didn't think Geno Smith could play football. There was a moment in time. And so all I'm saying is Malik Willis.
Geno Smith was a first-round draft pick.
He was overdrafted too. People thought that he struggled early in his career, and it took him multiple places.
They're different quarterbacks.
It took Malik Willis, I'm just telling y'all this right now, is that he's not as bad as y'all trying to make him seem.
He's a great backup.
Liberty University should use Kyle to speak as to why you should be the next Malik Willis at their school.
Fan the flames, baby. Fan the flames.
The reason why Malik Willis can't be your starting quarterback is because he is not a franchise Super Bowl quarterback. Like Ben said, I agree. Jordan Love has the potential to be a franchise starting quarterback of a Super Bowl winning team. Malik Willis, you just have to have a great team around him.
Kyle hates Jordan Love again.
No, I do. No, I do
Ron
not.
The Key is right.
No, I love
Kyle hates Jordan Love again.
But okay, so you guys gonna sit here and tell me? Raise your hand high. Raise your hand. Did Jordan Love play up to his level of a contract that he got this year?
No, but I am not going to sit here and also say that Malik Willis is. He's like, hey, you know what? Let me tell you about Malik Willis.
Hold on,
I
Kyle,
love Jordan
Kyle,
Love,
hold on.
but
I want to go back to something you just said. You just said with Malik Willis, you need to put pieces at random. Name the last quarterback who won a Super Bowl that's at the level of Malik Willis. Go.
Nick Foles is the closest thing I can call out to when the Eagles beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
He was a backup.
Their team was so good all around him, and he
really
made
good.
enough throws and enough plays to win the Super Bowl.
There are guys who have been to Super Bowl, like Trent
call
Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Rex Grossman went to a Super Bowl. Like I'm
That ain't the world we're living in anymore, damn
Jake
it.
Delahome. Like we're talking about. I mean, it was a while
Jake
ago.
Delahome.
Yeah, Delahome. You got a Delahome.
He called him Delahome.
Because he said Delahome, you got a Delahome. That's what Chris Berman says. So
That's actually very good, Kyle.
Exactly. And so all I'm saying is that, yes, Malik Willis is not a Super Bowl franchise quarterback, but you guys are discrediting him. I love Jordan Love. I think he's great. But we're having this conversation
Brad,
because if Jordan Love would have played up to the contract, we would not be talking about this today.
He's
Yes or
saying
no?
we're discrediting Jordan Love by calling him a really good backup.
Yes or no? Malik Willis is a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yes. Malik Willis can start in the
Like a long-term starter.
Malik Willis can start in the NFL.
GM Kyle is fired within 30 days.
Kyle thinks Malik Willis is Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold.
I'm not saying that. I'm
Geno
saying
Smith.
Malik Willis can start in the NFL. And Malik
He's an
Willis
amazing
Kyle
backup.
Wallace said today on Kyle.
He stunk on a bad team. He stunk on a very bad organization.
He was
Kyle
perfectly
Wallace
fine.
today on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman said that Malik Willis is the #1 player he would start a franchise with today on January 15, 2025.
Now we just throwing lies out there, huh? I don't care what y'all say. Malik Willis.
Kyle Willis, January 15, 2024.
Kyle Willis?
Kyle Wallace said he would take Malik Willis over Patrick Mahomes.
There are bad quarterbacks in the NFL, and when I watched some of the NFL this year, I'm like, dude, these quarterbacks are trash. What I saw of Malik Willis, there's 32 teams in the NFL.
No. Go to break. I can't listen to this anymore. Stay on the line if you're there. We'll get to you next. No, it's here, Brad, out. We can move that. I want to.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
He now is off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played.
Choke artists. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You choked against TCU. You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. Y'all choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, we start off with an accident. It's on 94 eastbound, right about at 26th Street. It's off on the right shoulder, so watch out for that. Otherwise, westbound 94 backing up just a bit through the stadium interchange. Southbound on 41 backing up from just before Silver Spring down to Capitol Drive. 43, thank goodness, is nice and quiet. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Snow showers, less than an inch of accumulation. It'll be breezy with a low of 20. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Even when you think you know what's going on, you can never be too sure.
What's the matter with my camera? Can you straighten up?
You are in the bottommost corner.
Hold on.
There's nothing wrong with what he's doing.
Packers, nonsense, chaos.
Hey,
I didn't come to work to get yelled at today.
Any
Damn
day,
it.
Any day Chewy shows up on any
that
camera,
better?
not sideways, it's a win.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN and available wherever you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. It's time for another edition of Wellness Wednesdays here on 94.5 ESPN. Kyle Brust and Nortman's Brad Nortman sits down with Wellness Director Jessica Barr to talk about Quintessa.
Hey, it's Brad Nortman here with another edition of Wellness Wednesdays. I'm here with Jess from Quintessa Aesthetic Center in Brookfield, and we're talking about being able to recharge your battery and give your body the energy it needs to do all the things you want to do in life. I mean, it's mid-January. It's dark. It's cold. I know I don't have the energy to do the things that I want to do throughout the day. So I'm wondering, what's the ways that you can energize your cells and fight fatigue?
Yeah, one of the popular things right now is something called NAD. And what NAD does is, if you remember back to grade school science, that little mitochondria, NAD basically just fuels that mitochondria, which makes every single cell optimize and function the best that it can. So people feel more energy, they're sleeping better, they just feel well rested.
Supercharging your mitochondria. I feel like I'm sitting back in high school chemistry class right now, but I love to hear it. I knew mitochondria was important. Now I'm reminded on how it's important. Check out NAD Plus to figure out how you can power your mitochondria and give yourself the energy that you need.
Learn about all the services offered by Quintessa Aesthetic Center at myquintessa.com.
Hey, this is ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta. Guys, let's talk about something important. You. Taking care of your health and appearance isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. At Quintessa Aesthetic Center, they make it easy. With experts in advanced skincare, body contouring, and anti-aging treatments, Quintessa is here to help you stay sharp and at your best. Trust me, when you look good, you feel even better. So why wait? Visit myquintessa.com and take the first step towards a more confident you.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman, here to tell you about my friends at Bank 5-9. Everywhere I go throughout the area, I see Bank 5-9, and it's no wonder why. Not only do they have 14 branch locations, but their employees spend nearly 9,000 hours each year volunteering in the communities that they serve. That's on top of the financial support that they provide to several hundred nonprofits right here in southeastern Wisconsin. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check them out today at bank59.com. Member FDIC.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Which Wizard of Oz character doesn't have a brain? The Scarecrow or the Scarecrow?
The Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Kyle is the Scarecrow of our show. He does not have a brain. He believes that Malik Willis is not just a good backup, but would be a quality starter in the NFL and is the biggest Malik Willis defender you will find. I actually think it's Kyle Willis for the rest of the show today.
I'm not mad about it.
Kyle Willis.
One time he had a chance with a quality organization.
My favorite thing is that you just said in the break, you're like, talking about how, as Ryan chimes in, 800-990-3776. I pray Malik starts for the team next year and shows these guys Kyle is right.
Listen,
that's your guy. Malik can lead us past the wild card.
He's not Tommy DeVito, but it's the same thing as Tommy DeVito.
No,
he went in and had a couple of games of
no.
success, and you're going to get film on him, and the league
is-
will correct, and he will struggle when he gets game planned again.
This is terrible. Why are y'all doing my boy Malik like that?
He's a
Malik
great
don't-
backup.
Malik
He's
doesn't
a top-
deserve this
he's a
type
top
of
10
criticism.
backup.
Worst take of the year, and it's only 15 days in.
He
Top
Woof.
10 backup.
He doesn't deserve this type of criticism.
Jake in Delafield, 800-990-3776. Thanks for holding. You're up on the Carbless Talking text line.
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call. So I agree with Ben and with Brad, and Malik's not a starting quarterback. He's not a plan B. But one additional point to consider to kind of further discredit Kyle and the other Malik Willis stands out there is even on your best day, let's say the stars align and they're right, and he is the answer, and he should be playing instead of Jordan Love. Then ultimately you're going to have to pay him like you're paying Jordan Love now. And the question this kind of all started with was, is Jordan Love worth the $55 million? And so if he is the answer and he does become that good, then you got to pay him anyway, like you're paying Jordan Love. So then the question is, at the same price, who's better? And so I think it's kind of a silly conversation altogether.
I know, Jake. I've been scratching my head.
Hey, Jake,
right
before
there.
you go, and I love me some Jordan Love. Did Jordan Love play up to your expectations this year?
That has nothing to do with what craziness that you've been talking about outside of that.
With $55 million. I said we got a great backup quarterback who could start somewhere else in the NFL.
And get you to how many wins?
Malik.
3.
Malik would have got the Browns more wins than Jameis
Kyle,
Winston. And
you
Jordan
realize
Wood.
Malik Willis played 2.5 quarters against the Bears, and he had opportunities to do things.
Yeah, if he didn't hurt his hand on the goal line, he probably would have had a good 2-point conversion too, or the play before that. I don't know why y'all not. What
he's
did
a
Malik
great
do?
backup, but
What
as a
did
starting quarterback,
JD and Fondy, hashtag Willis for QB1.
Now, I'm not saying QB1 or somebody else, but I think Malik Willis is better than, the bottom 10 quarterbacks, starting quarterbacks that are moving around. Malik Willis did nothing to deserve this type of criticism. The man went in there, stepped up after people even said he struggles at playing football. That's what them Tennessee yahoos said. And then he came up here and he was able to beat Tennessee. He was able to beat Indy as well. He was able to bring us back against Jacksonville. I know that division is garbage, but he played in that division before with a lesser team, and he wasn't able to win. He finally got put in a system that worked, a great head coach.
Malik Willis couldn't take the Kansas City Chiefs to the playoffs. That's a really good text, actually. 800-990-3776 to our neighbors to the north. Steph, with the greatest accent you could ever hear, where are you at on this Kyle Wallace is a Malik Willis QB1 guy for the Green Bay Packers?
Hey, guys, you're the best. I mean, I think he could, if he went to Indianapolis or something like that, I think he could be better than Anthony Richardson, but I don't think he's a QB1 unless we see a larger sample size. I think we're being a bit too hard on Love. Obviously, I would have liked to see him, crush it this year, but that knee and groin were causing him issues. He wasn't playing much under center. The play action was abandoned, so that needs to be assessed and corrected moving forward. He's so much better when there's a lot of play action, and I think he'll be fine. He just needs to stay healthy.
Yeah, look. It's just we got to get to Rob Demovsky soon, Steph. We appreciate the call. Again, I almost think. Okay,
I have a way to tie a bow on this. Can I get the Hear Brad Out music?
I would love a bow tie.
Can I do a Hear Brad Out music?
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to hear Brad Out.
All right, guys. We're talking about Malik Willis. So first of all, I have a spicy Hear Brad Out.
Oh, we're doing it later. Don't worry. We're still going to do it today. This is a mini Hear Brad Out.
I can do it next week.
No. I want it today, even if Rob Demovsky doesn't get it.
Ooh, I kind of want Rob to get it, though.
Let's join us next week. We can give him 2.
If the Packers want to maximize their ability to win now, they should trade Malik Willis for a first-round draft pick. Kyle, if you think that he is if he is a top quarterback that can start on another team, other teams would want that and they would pay a hefty price for it. They should trade him for as high as a draft pick they can get because that is what they need to build this roster. Trade Malik Willis.
The only thing I like about this, Brad, is we would see the value of Malik Willis of what the NFL teams think about it.
Yeah, he can get you a 4th-round pick, 5th-round pick.
That's not a starting quarterback. A starting quarterback in the NFL would get you a first-round draft pick.
Yeah, that's not happening. You're not.
But you're the one who's saying it's a starting quarterback. You're just wrong. Just say Kyle Wallace is my name and I am wrong.
What's his record as a starting quarterback? Once he left Tennessee,
Matt Flynn threw 6 touchdowns in a game and didn't even get this much respect.
He became a starting. Well, he was supposed to. He went out to Seattle to become the starter, but then they drafted
got beat out by Russ.
Yeah, in the third, they drafted a guy from the 3rd round, similar to my boy Malik Willis. And he ain't becoming a starter. I don't know. I feel like y'all would have been pooping on Russell Wilson, too. And he's a 3rd-round pick.
Ben Brust, Kyle.
Russell Wilson has won a Super Bowl.
Ben Brust, Kyle Willis, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. 800-990-3776. Let's play the roulette version of Who's Next on the phone, Strophe.
I don't have the sound effect. Let's go to Stevie.
Stevie in Milwaukee, you are up on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on the Carbless Talk and Text line.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Oh, good. Just listening to Kyle spew nonsense.
Yeah, well, I know. That's why I'm calling in, because I do not have the same level of love for Malik or in terms of his ability. But you guys are piling on my guy Kyle here, and it just for the sake of conversation, I just want to point out what I think Kyle is trying to say. When Brad posed that incredible question before about whether or not the deal had been done, I think that what he's saying is it's not necessarily that we overpaid for him, because obviously based on the market that's what it is. I think we all love Jordan Love and agree in his abilities. But in terms of how he performed this year, did he perform like a $55 million quarterback this year? We all have these questions. And what he's saying is, Lafleur was definitely able to mitigate, right, what Malik was able to do and make him look better. So I don't think Malik is the answer at all. But definitely,
I mean,
I would
Stevie, this was our conversation for the first 5 minutes until Kyle Willis turned into Malik Willis can lead the Chiefs to a Super Bowl as well.
Stevie gets me. He hit all the marks. You guys just heard what
Kyle Willis translator.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was perfect. I'm glad KBN Nation gets me. Y'all tripping on. I don't know how we gonna be so hard on Malik Willis after all he did was help win.
We're not hard on him, but we're perfectly placing him where he should be. He's a top 10 backup.
Beats in Milwaukee before Rob Demovsky. You're up.
He lost to the Bears.
Listen to Kyle was like listening to Billy Madison and Puppet that lost his way.
We are all dumber for having listened to it.
Yes, we are. We really are. I have respect for him as a quarterback. I guess he could be Seneca Wallace. That also ends with Wallace and was... Beyond that, sample size, 2 games, no offense to Willis again, not very good teams he played. And lastly, and then I'll hang up, Kyle, with your thought process, we could punt on the first-round pick, use that for Max Crosby and trade Willis.
All right, we got into, I couldn't understand what the fuzziness going on there. Anyone else?
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I ask one more question? I'm not trying to take anything away from my boy J Love. Well, how many impressive wins did Jordan Love end up having?
All right, Kyle hates Jordan Love.
This year, not last season, boy. I love.
But this is what you got so upset about because you were saying Seattle's an impressive win, but we retroactively discredited it.
Yeah, people
the 49ers win retroactively discredited
that as well. Yeah.
So there were wins. But yeah, the top teams in the NFL, those 3 teams plus the Bears, he couldn't beat. So I get it. I get the criticism.
Tony and Waukesha, 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Before we get to Robert Demovsky.
Hey guys, I'll make this really quick. I think that to answer the question about Malik Willis, could he start for the Giants? The answer is yes, and so that right there proves that he could start in the NFL. But
you could start for the Giants, Tony.
Hush and let the Tony man from Tulsa talk.
But that doesn't change the fact that what he's saying is actual facts. Now, is he going to be a top tier? No. But could he start? Yes. And you keep moving the goalposts when he says, could he be one? Well, how many wins could he get? That's not the answer. Mm-hmm. That's not the question. Could he start? The answer is yes, he could start. Now, you also say, well, he lost to the Bears. I remember that he got him in position to win that game, and Matt Lafleur lost in that game. So I think that the fact of the matter is that he did everything he needed to do in that game to get us in the position to win that game, which we should have won that game. But Matt Lafleur kind of pooped it with the time.
Tony, I like it. Tony, I like the call.
Tony came in.
Tony was the smartest Malik Willis defender of the last 30 minutes, and we have a professional on our show talking about Malik Willis.
He is the best 262 spitter today, because Bradley from the 262, he ain't spitting like that. Shout out to my boy Tony and Waukesha.
He spits.
That's how we breed him in the 262.
He spits when he talks about Gina Della from Pella.
Oh, Gina, I could spit all day talking about Gina Della from Pella.
La, la, la.
That's because she represents Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and boy, oh boy, if you have never been able to replace those windows and doors, now is finally the time. It's freezing outside. That means all that heat is getting out. You need to invest in your home, invest in the look of your home, just like Ben Brust is. When's that installation date, Ben? That's coming up, isn't it?
I got a countdown going. It's about 18, 19 days because there's 2 days.
Yep, that's right. They can customize any door, any window, any time period, any color. They are on it, and now is the best time to do that because they are offering 0% interest for up to 3 years. It's kind of their New Year celebration to give you the gift. 0% interest up to 3 years. The Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. But this deal, we're halfway through it. It ends January 31st. So visit PellaWI.com today and schedule your appointment now.
Is my simple question to Rob Demovsky is if Malik Willis started for a franchise other than the Green Bay Packers, what's the peak he could take a franchise to in a record standpoint? Tie a bow on this.
Yeah.
Rob Demovsky next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
He was the lead in the girls softball movie, the Bernstein Bears. What's it called?
800
what?
990
Tom Hanks, that movie. There's no crying in baseball. What was it?
That was A League of Their Own.
Yeah. Not Bad News Bears.
The Bernstein Bears, like the book.
Bernstein Bears, bro. You're done.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Still moving along pretty well along 94 eastbound. We do still have this accident at 26th Street off on the right shoulder. A little bit heavy as you're making your way through from the stadium interchange to about 27th Street. On the westbound side, we've got a little bit of a backup as well right through the stadium. Southbound on 41, heavy from Appleton Avenue down past Capitol Drive. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Snow showers, less than an inch of accumulation. Breezy with a low of 20. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high of 36. Weather's brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Join their two-man scramble tournament and play Pebble Beach for a chance to win cash through the 31st. Sign up at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Ready for a win? Well, it's your year. At Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you can win over $2,000 in free play every month all year long. Just play your favorite games and you might take the stage in the It's Your Year game show. 25 winners each Thursday. There's $300,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this January. Yeah, we think it's your year. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 years old to play.
Fingers come in different sizes,
It's one of the first things you learn as a jeweler,
and a ring can only be sized up or down a little bit.
which means it's a really good thing to know your ring size.
And it's an even better thing to know their ring size.
This is why we're announcing
The ring size registry at Kessler's.
we're doing it as a public service. It's completely free.
Free. Isn't that a great price?
Here's how it works.
Just drop into any Kessler's Diamonds location and tell one of the owners that you'd like to know your ring size.
Kessler's is an employee-owned company, so whoever greets you at the door is an owner.
They'll determine your ring sizes and add them to our ring size registry.
Then, when someone wants to know your ring size,
Because, maybe they want to surprise you.
all they have to do is call or stop into Kessler's.
Surprises can be fun, don't you think?
We're happy to do this for you, even if you don't buy a ring from us.
But after you take a look around, we think you probably will. Visit KesslersDiamonds.com for a location near you and register your ring sizes today.
Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. Zero sugar, zero carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Kyle Walls for Universal Windows Direct. Universal Windows Direct is offering an amazing deal right now. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. That's right. For every 2 windows you buy, you'll get 2 more absolutely free with no limit in 36 months of no interest financing. Plus, if you've already received a quote from another company, bring it to Universal Windows Direct and they'll beat it. Schedule your free in-home estimate today or visit universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Here in Wisconsin, one name is synonymous with fantastic frozen pizza, Palermo's. For almost 60 years, Palermo's has focused on feeding Wisconsin families. And though Palermo's has grown a lot since 1964, they're still family-owned. They're still proud to call Milwaukee home. And they're still committed to making the best frozen pizza possible. From their new and improved rising crust pizzas to their guilt-free Primo thin pies, Palermo's has a delicious slice for every appetite. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer food aisle. Palermo's. Flavor is our family's business.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Bold, bald, beautiful. ESPN NFL Nation reporter Rob Demovsky on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Just your average Wednesday hanging out with Rob Demovsky here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. How the hell did we end up talking about Malik Willis for 30 minutes?
It's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys got fixated.
It pushed out, hear Brad out.
It did. You got bumped.
Rob, welcome into the show.
That sucks. I wanted another hear Brad out.
You're going to get a double dose next week.
Okay.
And
Sounds
Rob,
good.
this one I have planned for today, it's spicy. It's good.
Okay.
So we can't ruin that.
So, all right. So just to get the business out of the way real quick. So We do this through the Super Bowl. Is that right? Is that when my Wednesday appearance?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
You weren't expecting a call from us today?
Oh no, I definitely was. I mean,
if you want to do it every Wednesday, Rob, we'll take you.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, he said, just let them checks keep coming.
Let's go through the Super Bowl and see where we're at.
So I'm not gonna lie. We started with the conversation, Rob, here of just like from a fun thought exercise. Yeah. If Jordan Love played through last season and he was a free agent this year, based off the 2-year sample size, because we talked about what the small sample size was, what would his going rate be? And I figured, you know what, like, I actually think it'd be somewhere around the same.
Probably.
Then we kind of go ahead.
That's what the price of a top 10 to 15 starting quarterback is.
And then somehow Malik Willis became a fan favorite from callers. Kyle's saying Malik Willis could go to the Super Bowl with the Chiefs.
Oh, gosh.
How do you quantify how good Malik Willis actually is? Because we saw him in spots.
Well, let's just go back to this, Ben. How good he was a 7th-round pick. That's what he was trading. Mm-hmm. That was what he was worth. If you were to trade him today, what would you get for him? A 4?
4 or 5 is kind of what we were thinking.
Yeah, right. So, he did a really nice job in what they asked him to do. Actually, better than nice. Did an unbelievably good job. The history suggests that he probably isn't a top 10 starting quarterback, but what's your system? What are you asking him to do? What do you want the quarterback to do? If I were the Packers, I wouldn't trade him because here's the thing. You're going to need it. He proved valuable as a backup, right? Let's say Love misses a couple games again. If Love misses a couple games again next year and he comes in and plays well and wins you another game, then his contract is up after next year, if I'm not mistaken. And then he signs somewhere as a free agent. You're going to get a compensatory pick, which might even be as high as like a 3. The compensatory picks, the highest one is a 3. If someone actually signs him to a really decent contract, then you're going to get a 3rd-round pick. So why would you trade him? Let's start there. Let's keep him for another year. As to whether, what he should be, I don't think he's a starting quarterback yet.
Yes.
I really don't.
Thank you. Just needed to clear my head. And now I just need, again, some more clarity. There was a suggestion that was blown up by everyone listening of, well, what if you paid him $25 million and then you had more to spend on the team? My argument is he's not good enough to elevate a team, even if the team is perfect all the way around him.
Yeah, I think that's probably true.
Okay, I'm done.
Put him on the Chiefs. I think he's a 10-11 win quarterback, maybe, but I don't know that he's a Super Bowl quarterback.
Thank you, Rob.
Rob, Matt Lafleur's mastermind is put on display often, right? But the last 3 games of the year, the Vikings, the Bears, and this playoff game, a lot of blemishes from Matt Lafleur has come to the surface. And there are some people that have most anger at Matt Lafleur over anyone in the organization based on how the season ended. And now with coaches getting fired and coaches interviews going on, entering 2025, is there any heat at all on Matt Lafleur's seat, or is it ice cold?
I wouldn't say ice cold. I wouldn't go that far. I think a couple things to consider, Brad. One is that, as everybody knows, this is the end of Mark Murphy's presidency and ed policy. While an internal guy and seemingly a guy who, probably, has agreed with a lot of the stuff that's gone on in the building that he works in, might have his own ideas, right? And he's the one, now that
Matt Lafleur better start.
Things. Yeah, well, did you hear his answer yesterday when he was asked about the changeover? And he said, I love Ed. I love working.
That's the Kyle Wall special. I love Ed Policy. He's my favorite.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but, if they regress and Jordan Love regresses next season, again, if we're willing to call this season a regression, then, as I said, some people are calling it a regression, some people aren't. Here's what I think. You'll probably see a few position coaches change in the next week or so. I don't know who, I don't know what, but typically.
What about the $2 million thief?
Bisaccia?
Yes.
Yeah, that I don't know about. That's a good one. I don't know where they'll go with that. My suspicion is that he's back, but my experience is that when things go wrong in playoff games, someone's going to pay the price for it. And what in your mind, what do you think the two biggest things that went wrong in the playoff game?
Passing game.
I mean, the receivers were injured though.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to I'm going to give that a pass. On the defensive side of the ball, pass rush.
Yeah,
right?
D-line.
Nope. So there you go. I mean, I don't know, but it would not shock me if there's a change somewhere regarding that position group or that front part. And on offense, if you listen to Matt LaFleur's press conference again, I think you'll come away with I'm talking about his press conference yesterday, the wrap-up, that he was absolutely, completely disappointed in the offensive line and the way they blocked and the way they were able to protect and all that
That's
stuff.
Denovsky, isn't it?
No,
He's not the O-line coach?
Luke Butkus is the O-line coach. And again, I'm not saying it's those specific position coaches, but there could be some restructuring, some movement, something. I highly doubt that those areas are going to just be completely unaddressed. And when it comes to the pass rush, again, if you go back to yesterday, he kept saying, at some point you got to win your one-on-ones. Well, players that win one-on-ones do it because they're coached how to do it, right? Like that's just coaching. That's technique. This is how you beat somebody. This is how you attack somebody. Again, I don't know who or what or whatever, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some movement on the coaching staff in that regard.
See, the issue I have with that is that I know they changed defenses and they got a new defensive line coach with the new coordinator. This isn't anything new. We've been talking about the lack of pass rush, the lack of development for the D linemen for multiple coordinators.
Well, the current D-line coach was the outside linebackers coach here before, so he's a holdover, just a title change.
Okay.
Because if you remember, under the 3-4, the pass rushers were linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm not saying like you should go look up who those position coaches are and say, oh, those guys are getting fired. I do wonder if there might be a switching of duties, a change in how those coaches or those positions are coached, something. Because I've learned over my years that when head coaches can live with things happening in the regular season, they can't live with playoff mistakes or playoff, ineptitudes or whatever you want to call it. So to me, that's where I think you're going to see the biggest change in this team this offseason.
Rob Demovsky joining us here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Rob, we did a poll that just simply stated, do you think Goody would sign a 32-year-old wide receiver? Because Mark Tauscher's on the train, Xavier McKinney's on the train, Devontae Adams. And Kyle was like, you know what? This sounds great. Xavier McKinney's going to get a little taste of the old Packer way, and that is old guy not fitting in with the way that Goody's been building a team. Or does Goody reevaluate and adjust? Or does he not meet Tay from a money standpoint? I love the idea. But when you break it down in structure of what the Packers do, I don't see how it happens.
Yeah, I would. If I was putting money on it, I would say no. I won't completely rule it out. But to me, and I don't know who fits this market or fits this thing, but to me, you're more likely to see Goody sign a free agent who's 27 years old, 26 years old, and has just finished one contract, not a guy who's on his third or fourth contract, especially for that kind of money. Now, who fits into that? I don't know. At this time last year, Xavier McKinney was a guy who was on the radar. Josh Jacobs really wasn't. I think there was the thought that the Raiders were going to re-sign Josh Jacobs. So I think it's just too early to know. But those are the types of free agents, the 26, 27-year-old guys, not the 32-year-old guys who are, maybe not at the tail end of their career.
Rob, very quickly before we let you go, you might not ever hear Brad out, but which of the four of us, me, Strofe, Kyle, or Ben, would you think is most likely and most equipped to get a half-sleeve tattoo?
I'd probably go with Strofe in this because the young, he seems young and hip.
Lord!
I agree.
Thanks, Rob. It was me, Rob Demovsky, Ben Brust. I'm working on my half-sleeve tattoo. Live, laugh, love.
Okay, well, I'm sure it'll look good.
That was not a stamp of approval. Bye, Rob.
When you're 70, it'll look great.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be seeing you.
Yeah, that's Rob Demovsky.
He saw himself out there.
I know.
He said you're going to look wrinkly and gross.
All right, we'll be
On
seeing
that
you.
note-
We'll be seeing you.
Well, let me tell you about Quintessa, because if you want to look great when you're 70, then you got to use Quintessa all along the way. I know I am. I'm going to the Brookfield location, and I work with Jess because she is getting me right in every single way, inside and out. They have so much that they can do in their toolbox to give you total wellness, to feel you energized, confident, and take on everything 2025 has to offer. You're probably hearing Jess and I talk on our Wellness Wednesdays and commercial breaks with genius nuggets. And this week we talked about when it's cold, when it's dark, what can they help you with? NAD Plus supplements, very simple way to get you going in the right direction. They have that and so much more to get you feeling your best. And Quintessa, right now through March 31st, offering special New Year packages to kickstart your year the right way. So whether it's wellness plans, Botox, skincare, IVs, therapies, supplements, which they've loaded me up on, and I feel my best, their solutions will help you feel your ultimate best. Invest in yourself. They make it simple, effective, and completely personalized to you. So if you want to be like me and feel great on inside and out, visit myquintessa.com and make your first free appointment today for that free consultation to be the more revitalized and confident you.
Everyone needs to take a freaking deep breath after that weird 2 hours. Holy cow. We'll be back.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Oh, no, not Coach Booty. People said yes, good riddance. He didn't do enough.
Not Coach Bud, but
Coach Booty.
They call him Booty, Bud?
Did they call him
Coach
Booty?
Bud.
You know when I said Booty.
Only his friends call him
when
Booty.
I said
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. What happens when you mix a 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs. Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry
Are you guys being serious? You guys can't put two. I got it. I did not get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turnover. Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you too, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Do you want to have more fun watching the NFL playoffs? Try playing Sleeper Picks. Just download the Sleeper app today and pick more or less on at least 2 players' projected stats. You can win up to 100 times your cash. For a limited time, Sleeper has a special offer. New users have to just play $5 and they'll receive $55 in free entries. Just download the Sleeper app today and use code BRAD, B-R-A-D. Must be 18 years or older. Promo code, location, and other restrictions apply. Minimum deposit $25. See terms of use for details. Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-426-2537 for help.
Join the roar of 18,000 Bucks fans at Fiserv Forum and be a part of the slam dunks, game-changing plays, and electrifying victories live. Witness the edge-of-your-seat action and unforgettable moments as they happen. You don't want to miss this. Grab your calendar, handpick your favorite matchups, and secure your seats for Dame time in Milwaukee and every incredible moment that comes next at Bucks.com/tickets. That's Bucks.com/tickets.
With your Saganiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Chris Larson. It took overtime, but the 7th-ranked Golden Eagles improved to 6-0 in Big East play following an 85-83 win at DePaul. Senior forward David Joplin scored a career-high 30 points, including 7 of 13 from three-point range. In his last 3 games at Wintrust Arena, Joplin has combined to shoot 25 of 41 from the floor and 21 of 32 from beyond the three-point line.
Joplin, wide open 3.
Holla at your boy.
Pure, and Marquette up 3.
15-2 Marquette back home at Fiserv Forum Saturday afternoon to take on Xavier.
For more than 40 years, Network Health has been the trusted experts in health plans. Just like you, they're honest, hardworking, and grateful to call Wisconsin home. Whether you're seeking coverage for yourself, your family, or your employees, Network Health has you covered with a range of options, including individual and family marketplace plans, employer plans, and Medicare Advantage plans. Call Steve Llewellyn, Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. 262-783-6161. Saganiac Planning, a name synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
Winning in the NFL comes down to the basics, blocking and tackling. In retirement, the certainty of protection and income are the keys to success. And as a former NFL player myself, I have experience with both. Hi, I'm Mitch Lyons. Having played on winning teams with the Steelers and Falcons, studying game films helped me mentally prepare for the challenges ahead. Now I star in a new Hollywood documentary called The Retirement Deception to help you visualize and prepare for your 4th quarter of life. You see, you don't retire on your nest egg, but rather the income it can produce. This film shows you exactly how to protect your retirement from stock market drops and produce more income than you thought possible. possible, and it's free for you to view. Call 855-620-1801 right now for your free streaming code to watch The Retirement Deception. Don't risk your retirement savings at the goal line. You don't need to be risky to have a winning strategy. Call today to speak with an all-pro retirement specialist to get your free streaming code to watch The Retirement Deception. Call today, 855-620-1801. That's 855-620-1801. MitchLyonsWealth.com, your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
Wisconsin is still cattle country. And that's why Bunzel's chose to stay close to home to hand-select the finest beef. Quality goes into everything they do, from Bunzel's expansive array of meats, homemade specialty sausages, and their award-winning beef jerky. It just isn't a proper holiday meal without Bunzel's top-quality cuts on the dinner table. Tasting is believing. Visit Bunzel's at 90th and Burleigh or bunzels.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
I just wanna rollie with a dapper ranch. I already got some designer to hold on my pants. I just want some ice on my wrist so I look better when I
Millions and millions and millions of dollars upgraded into the facilities of the Princeton Club. 8 Madison locations, a new Berlin location. You can find your better tomorrow with free childcare with the membership open 24/7. There is no better place for you to invest in your health. Lock in that rate, people. Lock in that rate and be happy with the progress you will continue to make with the people all around you getting better as well. Join the Princeton Club for a better tomorrow. That was an interesting song to do a fitness read to, because I felt as if I needed to get down and do push-ups.
Hold on, Brad just told me something you got to hear.
So I've heard so many different types of music in the locker room, right?
Of course.
And I get educated.
Cool.
And I've heard rolly, and just talking this discussion of rollies all the time. All the time. Never know what it meant. It's all right now. It means Rolex.
Well, what
Fascinating.
Is it because I pointed to my watch?
Oh my gosh!
I don't have a Rolex.
You're saying that rolly. It's about a Rolex?
It's a Rolex. And then he says ice on his
the
wrist.
name of that song is Rolex.
I thought you were saying roly poly.
Oh my god!
Oh, you guys are stupid.
Yeah,
does he not say roly poly at all?
I just want a roly poly bug on my wrist.
I thought rolly.
I want that roly poly
bug on my wrist.
I thought a rolly might have been a Rolls Royce. I thought a rolly.
Okay, that's a fair
thought.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just thinking it's the worm.
I also thought it might have been like a dance.
Oh, good.
They
do a
I
dance
got that
with it.
rolly.
I could see that taking like the TikToks of the world by storm.
My gosh, what did I sign up to work with?
I'm sorry, Kyle.
Couple of suburban whites.
I'm
That song came out like a decade ago.
Yeah, that song's old.
I like beats. I don't know the lyrics.
But you were talking about roly poly. He's singing to his baby girl. You want a roly.
Damn Sports Show next in Beaver Dam. Jim, Matt, and Molly in Madison. Boy, do we have a good 414 hour at 4. Little Hear Brad Out. Little Ben Brust on ESPN last night. A little Homer crosstalk. Holy man, 2 minutes. 2 short minutes. Don't go anywhere.
You're gonna go to the record store. You're gonna give them all your money.
Still moving along pretty well along 94 eastbound. We do still have this accident at 26th Street off on the right shoulder. A little bit heavy as you're making your way through from the stadium interchange to about 27th Street. On the westbound side, we've got a little bit of a backup as well right through the stadium. Southbound on 41, heavy from Appleton Avenue down past Capitol Drive. And check the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight. Snow showers, less than an inch of accumulation. Breezy with a low of 20. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a high of 36. Weather's brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Join their 2-man scramble tournament and play Pebble Beach for a chance to win cash through the 31st. Sign up at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
PrizePicks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. And it is playoff time, now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with PrizePicks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs. You can now win up to 1,000 times your money on PrizePicks. PrizePicks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. PrizePicks, the best way to win real money this football season. Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports opinions into real money. Download the app today. Use code WI. You get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Again, download the app today and use code WI to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game.
Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith here. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
This the 414 hour at 4 on KBN, where there will be no Malik Willis slander.
I am banning Malik Willis's name from the 414 hour starting right now.
I'm good with that.
Done.
Just don't slander my mans.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strophe running the show. Ben Brust, Kyle Willis, Brad Nortman, Strophe running the show.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'll take it, man. He won me some football.
800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking text line. And
Can I just remind you all that you all said the Packers will be lucky to win a football game with Jordan Love out, and they didn't lose a game when Jordan Love was out. I just want to remind
Not true. Not true. They lost against the Bears.
Jordan Love played in that game, so it's true. Very true.
All right. Again.
What was the score when?
No. I'm not going
No,
down.
I'm
No. You're cut his mic.
What was
I'm
the
serious.
score when Malik Willis took over the game?
They were down.
Yeah. I can't hear Kyle because his mic is cut, and I'm not.
They were down. They were down. I love Jordan Love.
Dave from Aaron chimes in 800-990-3776. We were playing a song called "Rolly Rolly."
Shout out to my boy Malik because he brought us back. Matt Lafleur lost the game for it. That wasn't Leak's fault. That was Matt Mouse. What do you call him?
Matty Mouse.
You love that.
All right. We could bring him back.
All right.
The song Rolly, 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 Rolly was playing, and I thought it was Rolly Poly. Brad didn't know what it was. Dave from Aaron says, my mind is blown. I'm on the same page as all the other white guys on the show. He did not know that Rolly meant Rolex.
Well, there you go.
So for anyone else in the break that also didn't know, it's okay. You're not alone.
You know what? This is great. I love educating KBN Nation. I love that. Me and Strofe educated everybody what Rolly meant. Now we know.
You know, well, I don't know if this is a rabbit hole I want to get down, but I learned so much in an NFL locker room.
Oh, I'm sure you did, Mr. Brookfield.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the things in lyrics. There is a song, if I just remember this song, there's a song about, like it says over and over, I got bacon soda.
I got bacon soda.
Bacon soda. I got bacon soda.
What are we talking about?
You guys chefs?
Yeah, we have chefs in there. What are we doing? A little
What does it mean?
Odor neutralizing?
No, they do a little cooking.
Odor. Brad's going to cleaning.
That was good.
Blowing money fast.
Yeah, I know. Now I know all about that.
Wow. Well, you did. So when you heard I'm in love with the Coco, you thought
that's another good one. Yeah, that's another one.
Who's Coco?
So you're talking about Coco Puffs?
Not a person.
Yeah,
Coco.
I was like, I love chocolate.
The Coco plant.
Chocolate's wonderful. Yeah, and then I'm in love with the cocoa. I play that song all the time. That must have been right.
Brad would be like 14, drinking
15.
hot chocolate during Christmas season, playing "I'm in love with the cocoa."
I can
his family.
really relate to that artist. I love the cocoa too.
I love the cocoa too.
I hope not, Brad.
No.
For Lexi's sake,
my sake, I want to work with nobody that love the cocoa.
Yeah. Never.
I guess I don't even know what cocoa means. I'm just talking.
Oh,
you still don't?
I think I do. But I do know I was on TV last night.
Cool.
What the heck? Like, what?
Sick transition, right?
He's an unbelievable level of stupid.
Oh, I don't.
What?
You really didn't know what Coco meant, huh?
I don't want. Can I say it out loud?
No.
No, I mean, no.
Then I think I know.
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
made movies about it. Kurt Cobain, I think. Did he do it?
Well, he did.
Dude,
that's not how
what?
he died,
He was in love
but yes.
with Coco, wasn't he?
Oh, I was wrong.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, no, I got it now.
You know what another one was?
It took you that long?
Oh my gosh. I am a dumb individual.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Really?
He was
No,
right.
and
The thing is, this isn't an act.
No, this is not. No. I'll tell you in the break what I thought it was.
Oh, wow.
Because I don't think I can say it right now. So we're going to talk about how I was on TV last night.
Oh, wait, Brad, one more song.
Another one.
Yeah, okay, you got another one?
Another one popular during this time frame. I'm a little disturbed by this one, so I feel bad about it. Bands make her dance.
Yes, yeah,
Bands
that is
make
thousands.
her dance.
Thousands?
Well,
a band is
or,
1,000.
or singles, you know.
Yeah,
I'm more of a
I was
singles guy.
I was like,
Kyle's got a band of singles.
Okay, yeah. A very thin band. 25 else, all I got.
And when,
Gone is gone.
why are bands make her dance?
Kyle puts a 20 on top, a 20 on the bottom, and like 50 ones in between.
So, Brad, were you thinking about like rubber bands?
I was thinking like rock bands, like the Beatles. Like the Beatles, they make. You see those videos from like the '60s? Those girls are freaking out. That's what I thought we were talking about.
Oh my God.
AC/DC will make them dance.
I was sickened by the reality of it.
So how did you figure it out? Did you just listen a little bit more, or did you happen to be like, around some guys or some gals where the bands were making them dance?
You know, it was just eventually context clues and conversations. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
Did you have a friendly teammate who would describe lyrics to you in a way that suburban Brad would understand?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I was friends with everybody. I mean, so everyone would feel free.
Hey, Cam Newton.
I would even.
Hey, Cam. What does "I'm in love with the Coco" mean?
Or Cam, what bands make you dance?
Thank goodness for hospitable, charitable teammates to help little old me.
And here we are, still kind of doing it today in a different way.
If you were like a receiver,
he wouldn't get
you would get shamed.
Yeah.
But you were just like the sweet, fun little old punter.
I'm telling you, punter's everyone's friend.
So what I'm realizing is that my children, I can't move out to Brookfield. I'm sure it's a wonderful place, but I'd be damned if my little black children grow up not knowing what the Coco is, because when they go into the community of their own, they'll be like, getting ribbed and made fun of. So you got to stay around the city, fellas.
You want your kids to know about the Coco?
Well, I don't.
800-990-3776 is the carbless talking text line.
Bands making them dance mean, though.
All right.
They daddy love it.
Daddy love it. Strofe. Get it together. Yo, he's look what you've done.
I'm just saying.
Daddy love
it.
Wow.
Yesterday, I was on my couch watching college basketball. Yo, I'm being dead serious. Like, I need you right now to answer this question. Are you going to be able to do this segment? Or,
throw to the audio.
no, I'm willing to take a break.
No, we're good.
All right.
You know what's funny is Ben called for collective breath at the start of this hour, and we did, and we have done him no
this is your
courtey.
fault, Bradley.
This is your fault.
Us about how uncultured you were.
Yeah.
It's almost impressive.
But then
you played Big Ten football, dude. You went to a Division I college. I went to Stevens Point.
I know. I was
all
in the
this.
locker room too, and everyone gives me street cred because of that. But I lose it when I open my mouth on the show.
I went to the biggest natural resources college in the state, and I know about all these. I went to Denmark High School.
Denmark.
There are more
no culture nowhere near that.
There are more farms than houses.
How did you hear these songs, Strophy?
Yeah, he turned his radio on, maybe.
What station in Denmark?
iTunes.
What station in Denmark has
these
these songs?
I'm in love with the Coco.
Do they have a big audience that like these songs in Denmark?
That would be the Green Bay Appleton media market.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Come up.
So last night I was sitting on my couch and Myron Metcalf, a great teammate of ours, was on the sideline of the Duke-Miami ACC basketball game. And this is what transpired.
You know, Continental played in a men's league that his dad has run for the last 20 years. Went up against a bunch of former D1 guys, D2 guys when he was just 15 years old. Ben Brust played at Wisconsin, and he was in that league. And he said he hip checked Continental early in his career to kind of test him a little bit. And he he said he was surprised that Tom Knippel came back and continued to fight at that age. He said that's when he knew that he had a bright future.
Oh, wow, Ben.
15-year-old, I hip checked him. That's a lie, Myron. I talked to you on the phone. I said that I, shoved him. I didn't hip check him.
Yeah, Ben, are you violating minors?
For real, though, hip checking minors?
I think what I've come to realize is this isn't the first time this has happened. I think I have a jealousy towards white guys that are tall and have a brighter future than me.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of them.
Ready?
You work with one every day.
My junior... Oh, Brad, trust me, I go home and be like, damn that Brad! Sam Decker, former Wisconsin Badger, came in as a freshman.
He was good, too.
Very good out of high school.
Yeah,
what do you think I did in the first open gym?
Oh, you probably tried to come at him hard, hip checked him,
fast break, pushed him right to the ground.
Did you really?
Push him right to the
I hope
ground.
he got up and got in your face.
Hell no, he's soft as crap.
Oh, come on,
wow,
Sam.
friend of the show, calling him out.
But then, Sam went to the NBA, and he's counting his cash, and I'm talking with you guys.
Did you say anything? Did you say anything when you pushed him down? Like, take that, you.
No, I just was like, screw you, you 6'9" awesome freak.
Yeah, for real. White on white crime right there at Wisconsin.
And then this men's league, you got the local kid who's the McDonald's Player of the Year. He's getting a top 10 pick in the NBA. And Myron's telling the whole world how I pushed the hip check the 15-year-old.
You abused
and then
the
he
child.
came back the next play, and I went to go double him to push him, and he passed it to my guy and hit 3, and they won the damn game.
Oh, wow.
So then he beat me in the game because I wanted vengeance on how good he was going to be.
Wow.
Dang.
Salty. I didn't know you were so vengeful, Ben.
I'm
so
I'm a salty ma.
I did not know you were that jealous. We got to be careful around jealousy, man.
I know.
That's not a good trait to have,
Did
especially
he-
of a 15-year-old.
Did he ever?
Easy on the violating minors thing.
Yeah. That was on the basketball court.
Thank you.
Physically, I should specify. Did he ever get his revenge? Further hip check you? Take
No, he just kept getting older and then torched our ass and didn't miss. And every time I played him, I think I've lost.
That men's league is getting a lot of mileage on national TV. That's pretty crazy. This
Yeah.
casual men's league.
It's not casual.
No, it's not
life.
casual. I've actually heard about this men's league before I even worked here. I heard about the men's league.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Something serious.
No, them Knipple kids is for real, but their daddy and their uncle, they
yeah.
hoop.
Mom was leading scorer at Green Bay.
Yeah, the mom. They
Good
said
program.
the mom is where they get all the talent
Yeah,
from.
the Flying Knipple
man.
brothers.
No, you don't see
Yeah, they
no,
were
no,
solid.
She's talented, but the
The
daddy can hoop
But
still.
the
He
cousin-
still plays.
But their uncle can hoop too.
All of them can.
No, I mean the uncle from the mom. The
Norgard dad. Yeah, they all hoop.
So I'm saying they all.
So I know
hoop.
we're getting real deep here.
But the whole point is, I heard of this a long time ago. They can hoop. So Ben has a reason why he had to hip check that little boy.
Because I was like, damn, another one is going to be better than me.
Ben lives for this league. He pulled me over to his desk this morning, and he said, Strofe, session starts up next week. You coming? And I was like, why would I come? And he goes,
coming to watch.
One of our teammates, Strofe covered.
Yeah, so one of our teammates, Nate, played basketball at
Give him a
Stevens
shout
Point.
out, Nate Dodge.
Nate Dodge, really good three-point shooter in college. He went to Stevens Point.
I didn't know that.
Same time I was at Stevens Point, so I called his games in college. And Ben wants me to come call games for Dodge and Ben so we can air them on KBN. And I was like, I have so many better things to do.
Yeah,
I agree.
You said you wanted to come root for us. Or Nate.
I did not say that. Just like Myron Metcalf lied about you, you're lying about me.
Yeah, you said you want to root for Nate, not me, though.
Never said such a thing.
Oh, whatever.
Oh my gosh. And that would be funny to have a gallery. cheering
KBN
section.
watch party at my men's league.
Sure,
Oh,
I'll
boy.
go. Where's it?
How many
far?
how many carbuses can we have ahead of time?
Literally.
I'll feed you the whole world. Feed you the whole world.
I would have to just hackle.
Palermo's pizza's made, and everything will be set up for you guys.
Oh, I love that. I'll be there.
I'll be
free
moving,
meal.
and I'll be grooving with my movement on the basketball court.
Wow.
That was disgusting.
Well,
I'm trying to be like Brad.
he is trying to be like me because if movement is what you value, then QC Kinetics is where you want to be. You won't be able to move if you've got achy and painful joints, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, your back, that will hold you back from living the life that you want to live. So whether you want to be like Ben and do a men's league or just be fitness and active,
Pick on the 15-year-olds.
Yeah, pick on the 15-year-olds. You can't do that if you are in pain. Here comes QC Kinetics, who's the nation's leader in regenerative medicine and joint preservation. You may have gotten that initial diagnosis that says, only surgery, drugs, and steroids can help. Not so fast. QC Kinetics is utilizing the future of medicine in so many natural ways, like PRP and stem cells and plasma, platelets, things that I only knew in theory. until I saw it with my own eyes when I went to the Greenfield location. So pain from an injury, pain from arthritis, if all that sounds like you in any of your joints, it sounds like you need to go to QC Kinetics. Everything that I've heard from patients and my own experience being there in person, something of a miracle from what they can do for you. So call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. Call them today at 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Kyle's going to share his opinions on Jair Alexander. I don't know how we get serious after today's show, but we're going to do it. Another collective deep breath. 3, 2, 1.
Woosah.
Woosah. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Milwaukee County, you need to shovel the pathway to the lake, okay? I had to step through snow in order to get to the lake.
I think Kyle's the Karen of the show.
I think
he's high maintenance, for sure.
I think Kyle pays taxes in the county of Milwaukee that just went up, so I expect for this stuff to be plowed.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
We have a crash in Waukesha County, eastbound 94, right about at Highway G. The two left lanes are blocked right now. Everybody's squeezing down into that far right lane. It's going to be a heavy ride through that area, so give yourself tons of extra time. But closer into downtown, we've got delays from about 84th Street all the way through to 35th. Westbound's backed up from about 16th Street all the way to about Mitchell Boulevard, and southbound 43 slowing down from Keith all the way down to about Locust. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, night snow showers, less than an inch of accumulation. It'll be breezy with a low of 20 tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a high of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Romeo. This 3-syllable, you have to take the O out of the equation. That's too easy.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Iota, right? Not one iota. Iota.
Yeah, that's only 4 letters.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
Let's pretend you're a first-time listener to Wilde and Tausch. What the hell is this? They're discussing syllables.
On 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Men's wedding bands made from whiskey barrels and meteorites.
Welcome to Kessler's.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
Kevin Moret for Mentality. Most new clients in Mentality are stuck at just 1/3 the free testosterone they need, and that's a losing battle. Without enough free testosterone, nothing works. Your energy's gone, muscles weaken, and fat piles on. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Mentality's doctors bring your hormones back into balance so your body starts working again. More energy, stronger muscles, better results. This year, stop settling for a fraction of your potential. Start strong with our New Year offer at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
For general contest rules, visit ESPNWisconsinContest.com.
Whether you are a local who wants to enjoy a night out or you're planning to visit our great city of Milwaukee, enjoy an artfully stylish experience at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Hey, maybe you got friends coming in from out of town. St. Kate the Arts Hotel is ideally located in the heart of the theater district in downtown Milwaukee with deluxe accommodations, culinary creativity, on-site art galleries, and nightly live music. You and your friends will enjoy every element of your stay at St. Kate. Learn more and book your stay at stkatearts.com. That's stkatearts.com.
Your current car, soon to be your old car. A new car? Better start looking. But you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free credit score and score monitoring on most new consumer checking accounts. Because when you know you need to make a big purchase, knowing your credit score puts you in the driver's seat. You've got this with free credit monitor from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
If you are able, please help the affected by the California wildfires in 2025. Donate at redcross.org/ESPN. Obviously, a horrible situation out there, but if you are willing and able, redcross.org/ESPN to help the Red Cross respond and help people recover in those areas. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, a half an Alex Strofe right now. Like, literally, like, he is a half a person. He can't even get to the mic to speak because he, like, can't form a sentence.
You guys are the most ridiculous human beings I've ever met.
Yeah, I'll say off the mic, that was pretty crazy. Some of the things that
should we get some KBN sit-ins for some KBN Nation?
Yeah, we should. Can I say why it's funny?
We'd have restraining orders filed against us the way we speak.
I have to remind people. Strofe came upstairs and I said something. He said, "Oh wow," something like that, or like that's what she said, or something like that. And I said, "Strofe, we are upstairs. We can't just."
He says,
"You can't react."
He goes, "Dude, we can do that downstairs. Upstairs is where violations happen."
Yeah, like you can't. I can't make a comment. You just go there. Get us in trouble.
I tell you what, this talk to producer button might be my favorite button of all time. Just to be able to just get it all out to Strophe. But then I lose Strophe as a producer. Kyle's saying stuff, we lose Strophe. Brad's saying stupid stuff, we're losing Strophe. I need you at the weekly wager from 6 to 7. You going to be good by then?
Oh, that's right. You're doing that too.
Yeah, I'm just going to bully Ben for an hour. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Who's more likely to bully who? Strofe to Ben or Ben to Strofe?
He's going to try. He's going to try.
It's not close.
No. He has backup, right? He actually, he's the backup.
Josh
DiMaggio is going to eviscerate Ben, and then he's just going to help.
Yeah, he's going to be like the guy.
Yeah. I'm going to compliment Ben for a moment. He's good at a lot of things. Verbal evisceration, not his top skill. Whereas for me, that's one of the best things I am at in life.
See, I'm really good at it if I can just go full out and give my full thoughts, but it would just hurt too many feelings and I'd make you cry, as Brad knows, as I tiptoed that line one day with him on this very show.
Sure did.
Well, the difference between me and Brad is I'm not soft.
Wow. First and foremost, what y'all not going to do is call my boy out. He's not soft. He made the NFL. And
he's a punter.
He has tackles and push out of bounds.
push out of bounds.
I was closest in the area when they went out of bounds. That's where I get a tackle.
Kyle, that's your way to convince us Brad wasn't soft, is that he pushed a few players out of bounds.
Yeah, man. A lot of y'all would just act like you would just trip and fall before you let these guys get too close to you.
Yeah, have you been run into by NFL players? I don't think so.
No, I chose to not have to get beat up with my body. Honestly, I love watching the NFL. It is. If you think about how stupid it is,
oh my god,
it is so stupid.
Guys get decapitated on the field and just like Keyshawn Nixon. I'm mad at him, but that boy got popped.
Right?
He got popped.
I'm mad at him, but he got helmet to helmet.
I would have let him go. Said, you know what, bro? I see why he quit. I said, bro, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. What am I doing this for? I can't take it to the house no more. What am I doing?
He got hit so hard. He said, I'm done.
Yeah, he hit so hard he was confused. He said, I'm a CB1 now. You know what? CB1. Damn it.
Damn it, we're back to where we were.
My first game in the NFL.
Yes, Brad stories. X-Files, just for fun.
It was at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I was like, yeah, I know the NFL is a step up from college. I saw one play, and I was like, oh, hell no. Like, these guys are the fastest, strongest, biggest human beings I've ever laid eyes on. And it's a display in front of me. And it took one, like, you're on the sideline. And if it happens on the other sideline, you're like, ooh, that seems like a hit. And then I'm standing, like on the white, about ready to punt. And then when a collision happens 4 feet in front of you, bang! You're like, oh my gosh, like you are taken back by it. There was a collision that happened to me first drive. And I was like, like, I'm not going in there. Like I can't. You'll put me in there. Like make sure I'm protected. I would never play a non-protected position in the NFL. Never,
bro.
Never.
2017 Big Ten championship game, Indianapolis. Yes, bad memory, but like this speaks to the fact that I was in shock. I mean, now obviously Ohio State has like premier interior defensive and offensive linemen.
Oh yeah.
One of the offensive linemen for Ohio State, like there was a run play and like it was tossed to the left and we were on the sideline and like they just literally ran out of bounds. And I looked at that person. I was like, wait, that person's moving that fast and he's that big and he's hitting people. And then you're telling me what's the difference from college to pros?
Oh my gosh. It's
2x, 2.5x.
It's 4x.
4x?
Yeah, it's a big jump. It's a big jump. I mean, these are grown men that are just nothing. Their only focus in life is to get faster, bigger, stronger, and hit harder.
Who is the biggest person you've ever seen in real life? Strongest football player or athlete you've ever seen? 800-990-3776.
And that's a good one. I mean, the freaks of the NFL like Calvin Johnson, Julius Peppers played against. Yeah. Man, there was just, but it's not even like those big guys. There are guys that are like tight and compact. Like Jonathan Stewart, the running back, he's like, what, 5'9", but he is just like nothing but muscle.
He's a bulldog, a bulldozer.
It's crazy. It is crazy.
Now, not from a non-football standpoint, I tell you what, seeing how tall and strong Giannis is.
Yeah, he is.
Like, could you imagine what Shaq was like?
Oh, yeah. Shaq had just a brick house.
You can't move that.
Nah, not at all.
Shaq, I know this is a 3-point NBA league. Shaq would dominate.
Oh, still now. You couldn't stop him inside.
Like, he would translate to the 20s, to the 40s, to the 50s. I don't even know if they had the NBA in the 20s. But you get my point.
Yeah.
Whenever there was an NBA, Shaq would dominate in any league ever. And that's, I believe Giannis would translate to any style of play ever.
Yeah. I mean, Cam was one of those guys too. Cam, I mean, I legitimately looked up to Cam. The dude was it was so crazy. He like, I saw him do band work, but I've never seen him like break a real hard sweat in the weight room. And he just looked like he was Hercules. It was crazy. I don't get it. Some guys are just built different.
So I have an idea because are you ready for the spiciness?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
You're right out.
I'm going to tell you right now. Or actually, Kyle's going to tell you right now. About UWD. And if you didn't hear Brad, give your tease quick.
I'm going to make an alteration to Lambeau Field.
Oh, wow.
Well, and I'm going to help you kick off your year with a warmer, cozier, and incredible savings in-home using Universal Windows Direct. Yes, my friends at Universal Windows Direct. If you are looking to update your home, beautify your home, make sure your home is more energy efficient, then you need to contact my friends at Universal Windows Direct because they have you covered. With Universal Windows Direct, they have great super spacer technology, which helps keep the edge of the glass warmer and also helps keep your home warmer during the winter, and it helps keep all of the hot air out during the warm summer months. And what I love about Universal Windows Direct is when they come in for that in-home consultation, which is absolutely free, they break down everything. And there's no pressure. Yes, absolutely no pressure whatsoever to buy with them. They just know their product stands out on its own, and they love it so much they'll tell you this. You get a quote from somebody else, and they'll beat that quote. Yep, if you get a quote from another company, bring it to Universal Windows Direct, and they will beat it because that's their commitment to giving you the best quality and value for your home. So call them today for a free in-home consultation at 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000 or visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com. And also remember, when you buy two, you get two with Universal Windows Direct Windows. And on top of that, 0% financing. Yes, no interest financing for 3 whole years. What are you waiting for? Contact them today at 414-410-2000. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Not a football player, but John Cena was huge. Ray Nitschke is in 1 year. The GOAT from Alex Strofe, Bo from Fort Atkinson. A family member told me that Mike Allstott was as big as he looked in real life as he did on the TV screen. Hear Brad out. Special edition 4:30 next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both them teams would have won. Because you know what? You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah.
And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Earlier accident on eastbound 94 at Highway G in Waukesha County has been cleared. The delays have not. It is solid all the way back to Highway 83, so heads up with that. A little bit past that, we've got a broken down vehicle eastbound 94 right about at Barker Road. Luckily, this one is out of traffic on the right, just something you want to keep an eye out for. We've also got an accident on 894 southbound right about at Beloit Road. This one is off on the right shoulder. Minimal delays around that one. Otherwise, westbound 94 backing up out of the Marquette all the way to Hawley Road. Eastbound's backed up from 76th Street all the way through to 35th. Southbound 43's got some backups from Keefe down to Locust. Back on the brakes from Fond du Lac Avenue down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge down to the KK River. Northbound's backed up from Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up and around the North Avenue curve. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, snow showers, less than an inch of accumulation. It'll be breezy with a low of 20. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a high of 36. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Great Midwest Bank has document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems, a 100% locally owned and managed business technology company. The bank's IT systems administrator, Michael Quizon, comments on the value of local.
We call on them at any point, they're there. We ask them any questions that we have, they're there.
James Imaging Systems, local business technology solutions, local support, local accountability. Luther Gray, Director of Ticket Operations and Group Sales for the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra.
If an issue does arise, they're very prompt, polite, and professional. It makes me feel empowered because I find it very easy to resolve something.
James Imaging Systems client, Al Leidinger, President of Matheson Manufacturing, summarized the benefit of local.
James Imaging has been a really good partner with us from the beginning.
Go with local. Go with James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com.
Every so often in medicine, something comes along that is truly revolutionary.
Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, former orthopedic surgeon, now National Medical Director at QC Kinetics.
I believe this is one of those things.
Dr. Scheinkup is talking about regenerative medicine, something he's practiced, researched, and written about for nearly 2 decades.
The old ways of dealing with joint pain, such as steroids and surgery, are no longer the best ways.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, you owe it to yourself to learn more about this exciting option, using your own body's natural power to get lasting relief. And there's no better place to learn than QC Kinetics.
There is no one in this country today with more clinics, more satisfied patients, more advanced protocols, or more experience in using this exciting option to deliver life-changing results.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Ashton Rotman with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Racine Lutheran boys basketball player Sam Pitroff. The 6'4" junior averaging 17.4 points per game this season, up a tick from his sophomore season, which saw him average just over 15 points a game. And of those games, a couple of big ones, back-to-back wins last week against Martin Luther and Dominican. 38 total points in those 2 games. The combo guard turning it over less than 2 times a game as well for the now 12-0 Racine Lutheran Crusaders. Pitroff, as a sophomore, finished second team All-Metro Classic Conference and is looking to top that with his 2024-25 campaign. Congratulations to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Racine Lutheran Crusaders boys basketball player Sam Pitroff.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
There is a common misbelief that today you need to make it further. You need to push yourself and that you don't need to give up any joy to continue with your rigid routine. Or you can try another way. Take some time to enjoy life. like having a refreshing, crisp Michelob Ultra with your friends. 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Over the winter in the, Christmas time, had a chance to stop by the Anheuser-Busch Christmas Light Show. Very, very cool. Walked right in, offered me a free AB beer, and I went with the Michelob Ultra. Check out Michelob Ultra. Get it at your local grocer. Get your liquor stores. Enjoy it responsibly. Michelob Ultra. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. And I enjoy it. Time now for the longest reveal of Hear Brad Out at 4:35.
They say punters are people too.
Punters are worthy of breaking news.
No, really, that's what they say.
Raising awareness everywhere that punters are people too.
Okay, let's go to it. Time to hear from the punter. Time to hear Brad out.
All right, guys.
Nice timing, Ben. Okay, this is going to be a spicy one. It might upset you, but for the people it upsets, just know that this is true, and if you disagree, you're on the wrong side of history. Guys, all these renovations are happening to stadiums across the league. I propose a new renovation to Lambeau Field, and I suggest it must be put into place. That is putting a retractable roof on Lambeau. Here is why the Packers must
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. Send your thoughts on Hear Brad out there.
Retractable roof on Lambeau Field. And I suggest it's closed most of the time. I'm going to leave it up to the team and the coaching staff to be able to decide if they want it open or closed. But here's why they should have it closed most of the time. First of all, it's louder. You want a loud environment, right? We talk all the time, oh, Lambeau, it's lost its fear. It's lost its luster. It's not loud anymore. It's not tough to play in. Well, the loudest stadiums unequivocally are domes, generally speaking. And this could be a way to make it louder for the opposing team so it helps the Packers. Here's the other thing. Guys, the
Strofe just walked out on the stream.
That's okay.
Line one, somebody hates Brad's idea already.
Guys, the Green Bay Packers, they're built to play in warm weather and domes. It's just the truth. They're not the physical, Philadelphia Eagles or whoever else. This is a team that's built to play in warmer weather. They're built to have success in domes. It's quarterback-centric. It's offense-centric. They improve and they play better in domes than they do in the cold, so it helps the Packers. Here's the other thing. You want the ability to host a Super Bowl, host concerts, host bowl games. You can't do that in the freezing cold, but you can do that, and teams would seek doing that if you had a dome over.
First three texters cut his mic.
And here's the other thing. All of these other stadiums that are like, oh, no, it has to be in cold weather. How about these proposed renovations for the Chiefs, the Browns, the Bears? They all include domes. So the idea of you have to play football in the cold, not the case. And in fact, even the Bills are putting a canopy over theirs. So if you are totally for this, it's because you're stuck in nostalgia. It would be better for everyone. The fans, the city, and the Packers themselves, if there was a retractable dome on Lambeau Field and you had the opportunity to play in dome perfect conditions when it gets cold outside.
Dustin and Waukesha, 800-990-3776. Your reaction to Hear Brad Out.
Last time I checked, Lambeau was made for football. Football is played outside. I think it puts the disadvantage to the Lions, to the Vikings. You know what? The Vikings were pretty good when they had an outdoor field. But you know what? 15-1 and done. That's what, right? So, yeah, no, football's played outside. I'm not even, it's nonsense, no.
For the record, they have the opportunity to play outside with an attractable dome, but why would you want to do that? Why does it
All
have
right,
to be
you've
play
made your
outside?
case. Let's hear from KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. Adam chimes in. You might lose your Wisconsin residency, Brad. Craig chimes in. Kyle with the worst take of the year, 15 days during the 3 o'clock hour. Brad with the second worst take of the year.
Second,
and
no,
it's
that's
only
first.
15 days in.
No, that usurps mine.
What's wrong with it?
I'm done hearing Brad out. No roof on Lambeau. Sorry, Brad. Off base and done. End of segment. Thank you.
The fans can't tell me that they'd prefer to sit in negative temperatures while the team struggles.
It's the appeal of Lambeau,
while the teams struggle playing in cold weather. The fans benefit, the city benefits, the team benefits. And guys, this team is built to play in domes.
You've had some bad ones. You've had some bad ones.
I'm not going to lie.
Universal menu.
I'm with Brad.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Okay,
You're from Illinois.
All right.
Explains everything.
Come on, softy.
Here we go. I love the competitive advantage that you had mentioned.
Bears
If you
down,
feel
Chicago Bears.
Let the man
this isn't even
speak,
about the Bears. This is
Chelsea.
about the Packers.
Yeah.
And I don't even like the Bears. They're stupid. I've been done with them forever. Yeah, they're stupid. I mean, they just nailed it. If the team's made for indoors, you said leave it up for the coaches and players.
Yep.
If this team has an advantage playing physical, tough, dirty, grimy, outdoorsy, it's not the DNA of this team right now. But if it is, you have the option to keep it open all year round. And you can make more money in the city of Green Bay. Loves that based off the lease prices that they are trying to propose with the Packers and all of them. You know what they could do? They could close it up, do more concerts, do more things for the great city that Alex Strofe loves in Green Bay.
Exactly. The Lambeau Field gets used 10 times a year. It should be used 100 times a year. You can do that with a retractable dome.
Yeah,
over it.
no, I'm good on this one. I understand we're talking about fiscal, and all.
Brad has never been more correct.
And no,
let's
this
go.
isn't this. It's not.
Adam sits in his living room, so he doesn't care.
If the Packers, for real though, if the Packers were to build a new stadium, would I be open to the conversation of a retractable roof? Yes, but we're talking about renovating one of the most historic stadiums in all of sports and putting a retractable roof on it. Absolutely
throw it on top.
not. No, don't just throw it on top.
Throw it on top.
No, not at all. You don't touch a place like that. They added stuff on, but you still keep the mystique in the legendary piece of Lambeau Field. You don't put a roof over a king. You don't do that.
Why does it take away from the mystique of a Lambeau?
It's because
Taylor chimes in. It could bring more money into the city. They could have more events there.
You ready for
Strophe? Put him in concussion protocol.
Exactly. It's called the frozen tundra. You don't de-thaw the tundra.
I'm trying to de-thaw the grass in my backyard to get the time capsule out.
You ready for facts? Or
come on,
are we not
What's their
operating
playoff
facts?
record outside?
Last time I checked, they've won 4 Super Bowls.
What about the last 15 years?
This team isn't built to play well outdoors. And then when they have home
I
games
don't
at
care
home,
about what
What's the last 15 years? Do you care about wins or do you care about nostalgia?
Let's put a roof on Camp Randall while we're at it.
That'd be wonderful.
Oh, you're an idiot.
I was freezing at that Oregon
hold
game.
on. A big settling point of this is events. Lambeau has hosted concerts in the past. They stopped doing it because it ruins the grass at Lambeau Field because it's real grass.
But you could do it in the wintertime when the season's over.
Right, but they don't want to do it anyway because it ruins the grass.
And what competitive advantage has that grass had in the playoffs? The last 15 years.
What are we doing right now?
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
We are hurting the team's chances by not having this thing tilted.
You're also
towards
hurting, if you're hurting the Packers' chances, you're hurting the other team's chances just as much.
Yeah,
depending on how the
it
team
doesn't
is built.
matter. Both teams are playing in the same conditions.
But the
What are we
Packers
doing
tend to
here?
struggle more than these other teams because they're going to Lambeau and they're beating
If you had asked Jordan Love,
stop it.
If you had asked Jordan Love, would you rather play indoors or outdoors? What do you think he'd say?
I mean,
I don't know.
You don't care?
I would
asked
say indoors.
No,
He's from California, so probably. I don't know.
Yeah, and if it benefits him to play better,
Great. Be better.
Oh wow!
You play for the Green Bay Packers.
Tough guy.
Some of Aaron Rodgers' best games
How ugly would that
were
look?
indoors.
How ugly would that look? You drive on 172 in Green Bay, you get a good look at the big old new scoreboard. Day before game, you get the 2 helmets lighting up Oneida Street in Green Bay.
So, like you said, Brad,
ugly.
nostalgia is more important to people than the product of the.
Do y'all
the team.
realize that
More than money, more than
playing
team
in the
success?
cold weather is supposed to be an advantage?
But
for
it
the Green
hasn't
Bay
been.
It's
Packers?
not. They're not built that way.
Listen,
Matt's 3-5, and he lost in 2022 or 2021 against the Niners as the number 1
have
seed.
the advantage at home having a cold weather team like when the Miami Dolphins came in. They didn't want to play in there, right? I'd rather have that advantage. The other teams were just better. That's what it comes down to. Tom Brady was just better. The San Francisco 49ers.
No, Matt
were just
Lafleur
better.
decided to kick a field goal.
They still were better. They were just better.
To me,
If he was
this
indoors,
team
his mind would have functioned better.
I'll tell you what, too. You want to hear a loud Lambeau? You put a cap on that.
Matt LaFleur's going to hate it.
Nice and loud for that other team.
Yeah.
How often
The
is
wave
other
will be
team
so
struggling
loud.
to hear?
We need to give this up. This ain't happening.
No, I think it's a brilliant
This ain't
idea.
spicy.
Brilliant.
This is.
This will go
expired.
down as the all-time dumbest episode of Kyle Brust and Nortman in the history of the show.
Oh wow!
Only 15
stand
days
by
in.
it.
Come on now. Give us some time.
I said the history.
I know.
I'm not talking about the new year. I'm talking about every show
I know.
that's ever
We
existed.
can make more history still. It's only 15 days into this year, and we've only been a show for like a year and a half.
Yeah, this will go down as the dumbest. I'm pretty confident that we can't. top this.
You were a major portion of this bad program today.
By the way, I'm not saying it wasn't my fault.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, come on, pot calling kettle black here.
I was extra dumb today. Brad is off the charts dumb today for having the highest IQ on this program. Typically,
Brad.
Ben was just a normal.
I was
level
just
of
me
dumb,
today.
actually. I
was honestly just me.
You learned what roly meant. I mean, you were just dumb.
And Coco.
And Kyle tried to make the case that the name I can't say would be a better quarterback than
Malik
Jordan Love.
Wallace.
Malik Wallace.
Y'all gotta be careful with this now. I'm telling y'all, keep defaming my name. I ain't say that.
You gonna what? What's
I'm gonna sue your ass just like Drake suing people now. I ain't gonna put that out there. Sue your ass. I ain't never said that. I just said he could start in the NFL for a bad team.
What do you think Homer thinks of a retractable roof?
He's gonna hate it.
He's gonna say, stupid.
If he's willing to make a sacrifice for nostalgia, he would see how good of an idea it would be.
Here he is. He's ready to get.
We're gonna find out. Homer next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
I love you, Lou. That's Lewis from the north side. The north side always knows.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. What happens when you mix a three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year with a Packers Hall of Famer?
I'm not going to get into the Kringle turnover game, so that's what it needs to be. I think his legs.
Yeah. Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Like the pastry Are you guys being serious? You guys can't put two. I got it. I could not get it.
They don't call themselves Racine Danish turnovers.
Sorry. Sometimes I wonder about you two, man.
Catch him from 9 to noon right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Ready to tackle your home improvement project this winter? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. As a 5-time President's Club Award winner, Exterior Pros is not playing around. With flexible financing, it's never been easier to invest in your home without breaking the bank. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274. Trust the pros and kick off your home transformation today.
Look what I found.
What is it?
It's a list of the traditional and modern anniversary gifts for each year of marriage.
Sarah and I use a different list. But go ahead and tell us about yours.
The traditional gift for your first anniversary is paper, but the modern gift is a clock.
Well, our list says the first anniversary is always diamond jewelry.
What's your list called?
The People's Choice.
The traditional gift for your 6th anniversary is iron, but the modern gift is wood.
What a coincidence. For the 6th anniversary, our list says diamonds again. What do you have for the 10th anniversary, Rick?
Traditional is aluminum, modern is diamond jewelry.
Well, there you go. Our lists agree. What have you got for the 7th anniversary?
Copper and a desk set.
Nope. Diamonds again.
I'm beginning to see the wisdom of the People's Choice list.
It's good to have you on board.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you make up that People's Choice list, or is it real?
Well, we're people, aren't we?
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Be the MVP of gift giving with a Milwaukee Bucks gift card. From exhilarating Bucks experiences to unforgettable Fiserv Forum events, your gift card recipient can score tickets to Bucks games and other events through the Ticketmaster box office. Shop exclusive gear at the Bucks Pro Shop or get a favorite snack at Fiserv Forum's concessions. It's a win-win gift that lets them choose their experience. To purchase a gift card, visit bucks.com/gift cards.
Ready for a win? Well, it's your year. At Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you could win over $2,000 in free play every month all year long. Just play your favorite games and you might take the stage in the It's Your Year game show. 25 winners each Thursday. There's $300,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this January. Yeah, we think it's your year. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 years old to play.
Experience the timeless charm of the Knickerbocker on the Lake, Milwaukee's premier boutique hotel. With its stunning architecture and modern comforts, every detail tells a story. Whether it's a romantic getaway, a business trip, or simply a night away, you'll find elegance, history, and a warm welcome waiting for you. The Knickerbocker on the Lake, where every moment feels like a chapter from the past, written just for you. Visit knickerbockerontheLake.com to book your stay today. An unforgettable getaway awaits.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Radio legend.
I don't care. I wanted to talk to Brent Musburger. That was for my own personal benefit. I hope other people enjoyed it, but I wish I was Brent Musburger. How about that?
Voice of Marquette basketball.
Joplin to the basket. He dumps it. Hammer time.
And owner of the most famous catchphrase, at least in this building.
Oh, baby, that's sweet.
It's time for Uncle Homer on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. Presented by Colette. Join Homer next summer overseas and explore the many shades of Ireland. Text Homer to 800-990-3776 for full details on how you can make this memorable journey happen.
Oh, that's right. 800-990-3776. Text Homer. Because if you are a travel fan, you can explore the many shades of Ireland with Homer and Colette Vacations on August 9th. Homer's heading off on an unbelievable journey to explore the historic city of Dublin, kiss the famous Blarney Stone, and to stand on spectacular cliffs and more. Visit an Irish dairy farm, enjoy a taste or two at a historic whiskey distillery, and stay in a medieval castle with Homer. So text Homer to 800-990-3776 for more information, and there'll be a meet and greet at Maddie's Bar and Grill coming up here on February 2nd at 5 p.m.
And
That's
you
Homer.
can meet my wife, the luckiest woman on the planet Earth.
800-990-3776. That's Homer. Homer, you're on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with a Nortman who proposed a retractable roof on Lambeau.
Here are my reasons. Retractable roof on Lambeau. It's louder when the roof would be closed. All these domes are much louder. And that to get back that home field advantage that Lambeau seems to have lost. Green Bay is built to play in a dome in warm weather. Let's be face it. This team is not built to play in the cold weather. They go and play in the cold. They get beaten up. The other thing is, too, think about the money for Green Bay, Homer. You could host a Super Bowl, concerts, bowl games, so many different things you could do. And the Chiefs, the Browns, the Bills, the Bears, they're all having their new proposed stadiums with roofs on it. So this whole idea of nostalgia, cold weather, all that kind of stuff, it's old school. I want the ability for the coaches and players to choose whether to have the roof open or closed based on their advantage. It helps the fans, the team.
All right, we got it. Homer, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm all for it, sure. Makes it better. The premise of a home field advantage, of course, is all garbage. Your home field advantage is based on how good your team is. That determines the home field advantage. So
you want a dome over Lambeau? You don't like?
We didn't say dome.
Retractable roof.
Yeah, I like a retractable dome roof everywhere. Yes, but crappy weather is insanity.
It's beautiful. Snow game. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Right.
Rain.
Fine.
Yeah,
whatever.
I love this.
Homer, a lot of the olds were coming at Brad, and it's nice to have an old on Brad's side.
Yeah, Homer gets
it. What?
Old people that like the nostalgia.
Yeah, get rid of refrigerators. Just get some ice out there. Come on, put all our food with ice. We have the ability to do a retractable dome. You can adjust. Now, if you don't want to spend the money, that's fine, like the Twin Cities. They didn't want to spend the money, so you get to watch baseball in the freezing cold, and you deserve it.
Yeah, that was very stupid.
no fun with that.
I mean, there's a point in which the field, while fans like it watching on TV, it's difficult for the people watching the game, too. Buffalo would probably be the last place to do it. But, yeah, all these new places are thinking, yes, for all the reasons you said. It's now look at all the ways that AmFam Field is used.
Well, yeah, baseball, you definitely need it.
No, but I mean the same way.
The concerts and all that. Yeah, that's what they were talking about. Yeah, we're talking about football.
Now, as I said, if you don't want to spend the money on it, fine. But the idea of it, I think,
don't want to touch Lambeau Field.
Every field should
Don't
be
live in the
retractable
past,
dome.
Kyle.
No, I'm not living in the past.
Yeah, come on now. It's before thinking.
Homer, you remember as a kid, you saw Bart Starr and
I did,
Jim
yes.
Horn,
Jim would have looked the same in a retractable roof for back in the day.
You could have had it then. You could have had the same situation. Retractable dome would just have made it better for the fans.
Classics in your own breath.
You think that's really fun?
Go live in Antarctica. Go move to Canada. Why are you living here? Why do you live here? Come on.
Kyle, it's real rich from you from somebody who doesn't like the
Don't
cold.
just make stuff up.
No, I
Live
mean,
it.
I like seeing the scenery. It's beautiful. I don't want to be in it. That's two different things.
You like doing it from your couch.
Aesthetics. Yeah, of course.
But
I
it's
don't wanna
selfish
freeze.
because it benefits everybody else.
No, most Packers fans would say don't put a roof. No roof. No
They probably would now, but they'd like it if it occurred. Most
If it
people are
occurred,
against the roof.
everyone would
Most
get
people are
behind
against
it.
the roof at AmFam. Hey, County Stadium, let's go.
No, that was stupid.
Well,
and people, and you might be saying the same thing if the roof.
Baseball games can literally be delayed or postponed because of rain. Like football, you're going to play through the rain unless it's lightning. So it's different. I like the elements. Bring them all. That's what football's
You don't like the elements when you open up your door and it's 0 degrees outside?
Again, we talking about NFL football and people watching out there. I'm a TV watcher. I like the aesthetics.
So you don't care about the fans that are actually at the game?
They had their shirts off. Stop it. They don't mind.
They can still have their shirts off in a retractable
dome. It's not as cool. It's not as cool.
What about not as cool?
So cool matters.
Just how cold does it have to be? Just how?
No, if the Packer babes that they said that, remember they had the swimsuits on, it was cool because it was the wintertime. They just did it during
they had the what?
You don't remember that?
The Packer babes?
Y'all don't. Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, if they did it in September, they would get kicked out the place. They say put some clothes on, but you do it inside the wintertime. It's like, oh yeah, it's cool. Look at them, they're tough.
I actually did that on TV on Channel 12 at the Packer Bear game.
In a cold?
How cold was it?
Yeah, I mean, it was cold.
Took your shirt off?
Yeah, I had no shirt on.
Exactly.
I had my coat on, and then I took my coat off and did the sports.
Exactly. That's the whole point. You can't. You don't do that in a dome. It's not
sure,
cool.
you can
he doesn't do it in the summer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, you could though.
No,
the retractable dome. Do you know what retractable means? You can choose when you use it.
Most people don't choose during the cold weather games to have a roof on.
You don't know how the team's going to be. You heard Brad say some
if it's
games
the Miami Dolphins, you open that roof up.
Right.
But if it's
the Buffalo Bills, retractable dome would probably be open all the time.
I hope so.
Other than in those rare cases where you have 3 feet of snow or some odd. But yeah, every team, you could be the guy in charge.
That's his best argument, knowing that the Dolphins suck in cold weather. If they're coming to Lambeau Field, you open that thing up.
I can get behind that. That makes it a competitive.
And if you're same thing, you're playing the Rams. Maybe you host the Rams. You open
let
that
it
baby
snow.
up.
If you let it snow, so I'm not touching Lambeau Field, but yeah, in a la la land where
the other benefit of retractable is again, it's much nicer for the people at the game.
I ain't about the fans. Don't worry about that.
Well, no, it's clear that nobody cares about the fans that pay big money to go to the games. I'm watching on TV. The crazier the weather. They used to think it would be a problem to play in January because the weather's so bad. Then they had some games they were horrible. People on TV love this stuff. Fine, states for the players, states for the fans. We don't care. We're going to run football all the way through January, and it's going to run all the way through February eventually.
Oh, I hope not.
The last Sunday in February will be the Super Bowl.
That's like President's Weekend, right?
Whatever it is. But then you have college basketball take over.
So wait, they're going to extend the season.
They're going to add another bye week, add another game.
Add a bye week and add a game.
Sure.
That will push the whole thing to the Super Bowl being on President's Day weekend, so most people have that Monday off.
This might be something bigger, but Homer, I do something every year with a couple of buddies, and every year we take 40 teams of the NCAA tournament, and we auction and try and win teams, and the further they go in the tournament, the more money you make.
Yep.
We do it in January because it's fun to pick different teams you believe have the talent.
Yes.
There's 4 of us, and I said okay to picking Marquette. There was no guarantee we were going to get Marquette. We have Marquette. I am now rooting for Marquette for my financial benefit to go as far as possible. So I'm sitting there grinding Marquette to Paul.
I wish to compliment you for sucking up to your wife.
That has 0 to do with her. This is all financial. It's betting.
Oh, I don't think you would have done it.
No, 0.
In the past, there's no way you would have taken Marquette.
No, it says
played at Wisconsin.
You don't know me.
How many times have you taken Marquette in the past in this event?
Excuse
me?
Never. But acting as if I bet Marquette.
Just coincidence. Coincidence.
Marquette was 7-point dogs at the Kohl Center. Guess who was at the game as a Badger who played there and had over 4 digits on Marquette?
Oh, wow.
And they won outright.
Mm-hmm.
I go where the money is.
Wait, you bet against Wisconsin?
Kobe King and Dimitri Trice were out. I had a feeling they were going to get routed, and they got routed that game.
No loyalty whatsoever.
I never knew.
My favorite team is who I bet on.
I never knew the seriousness of that problem, but now I've got a better idea. You need a betting retractable dome. Close that dome up.
Don't close it at 6 o'clock. That's when the weekly wager starts after the Homer Hour coming up next.
What's Jen Latta got?
She was 0-1 in the playoffs.
So